Everybody, and welcome back to SAISD Sports Complex here in South San Antonio, Texas, and another night of high school football on RC Audio Sports. Tonight, the Sam Houston Hurricanes open up the 2026 season against the LBJ Jaguars. Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Bobby Mendez with the play-by-play, alongside with Coach Robert Villafranca, who will do some commentary as well as some tech directing. For Sam Houston, it's a new season, also bringing under a new era under a new head coach, Coach Rashad Colquitt. He is inheriting a Hurricanes team that was a district champion last year, as well as undefeated in district last year. They went 6-5 a year ago, and of course, running the table in district play. At the center of the experience, of course, is quarterback Xavier Youngblood with a tremendous season last year. He's back again just as a junior. So we're excited to see him. And across the field, of course, is Austin LBJ, a program that has sustained some great success, 5 district championships in a row. Last year, 9-3. Last season, these two teams met, and it was a big win for the LBJ Jaguars. And let's see if the Sam Houston Hurricanes can come back and try and see it start the season off right here in this season opener. We are in the Desi Martinez and Associates pregame show, and we will have interviews with both head coaches when we come back. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Hi, and welcome to the San Antonio ISD Sports Complex. We're over here at the baseball side of things where the dressing rooms are. We're visiting with the Austin LBJ head coach, Coach Joseph Rawls from Austin. How was your trip, Coach? We'll start off that way. Welcome to San Antonio, and how was your trip?
We had quite a few detours. It's like as if something was in the way trying to get us to the stadium. And it basically put us behind 30 minutes, but we're here, and that's all that matters.
I think probably many of our viewers are familiar with the with IH-35 between San Antonio and Austin. There's a lot of construction going on. I'm glad you're here. Plenty of time. Thank you for visiting with us.
Thank you.
Coach Rawls, the Jaguars, this is 5-time district champions. You're going for 6 in a row here. You're leading a team, leading a program that has a high bar. Tell us about what it takes to keep a program at that level for so long.
I think the thing is buy-in. Buy-in from everybody, from the administrative staff to the teachers, the players, the community, especially the parents, is to understand that, at a championship level, things move differently. Everybody wants to win, but everybody's not willing to do what it takes to win. And that's one of the things, when young men step in our program, they understand that it's a lot of work. It's not a lot of talk, it's a lot of work. And then basically, putting in those countless hours during the summer to summer and getting a young man to understand, and like I say, that it's something that's always within your grasp, but you got to do what it takes to reach out and grab it. So, for us, it's like you said, 5-time district champion in a row, and we're going for 6. But today, it's taking the first step for this season to be a successful.
0-0, and the first step is going to have a defending district champion in your path. The Sam Houston Hurricanes, of course, defending district champions in their district as well. How do you feel about starting off the season with an opponent like the Hurricanes?
Well, one of the things that we wanted to make sure with our schedule is that our schedule with the scrimmages as well as the preseason non-district games, that those basically prepare us for the district race. And we, obviously starting out with Sam Houston, they're a team that's basically demographically, like school enrollment wise, are similar to us by maybe about a separation of maybe 300 students. But with that being said, we want to see a team that's talented, a team that has speed, a team that's well coached. And, I think we got that in Sam Houston. So, we look forward to that opportunity and that challenge.
When you talk about a team that's well coached, I want to come back to the Jaguars, looking at some impact players that we expect to be calling their names out a bunch. Marquise Murray, the second, kind of stands out to us. Tell us about that young man. Seems to be special.
Marquise is he's a special talent. He's one of those young men that he's going to be consistent on and off the field. He's a multi-sport young man, currently committed to New Mexico, University of New Mexico. But he's a young man that, like I say, he can hurt you in a lot of different ways. He can carry the ball, he can throw the ball, he can catch the ball. And you look up, you'll see him on defense making plays there too. So he's just a young man that, he came to our program a couple of years back. He's been a 4-year starter. Wow. And he's just a young man that you want to know where he is on the field, because wherever he is, he's going to be making some plays.
A 4-year letter. Wow, that's special. Another young man that stands out to us is Joshua Covington. Plays defense. You're one of your linebackers.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about Joshua.
Well, Joshua was another one of those, man. He's a 4-year starter for us.
My goodness.
Fiery, very fiery, passionate player. Wherever the ball is, you'll find him near it, if not at it. And he's a young man that basically, has a couple of offers as well. He has a twin brother, Josiah, you'll see in the secondary.
I saw two.
So both of those guys, they're going to bring it every play. They're the guys that basically are amongst the leaders of our team. And Josh is one that, like I say, you'll see him at linebacker, you'll see him on the edge, you'll see him basically trying to get out the quarterback, but you'll definitely see him at the ball.
Joshua and Josiah Covington, double trouble. For the Jaguars. Coach, we wish you well tonight. Thank you so much for your time here. I know that that timeline right to kickoff is tight, and we appreciate you taking a few minutes to visit with us.
Yes.
Wish you well tonight, all season long. Can we get a go Jaguars?
Yes. Go Jaguars.
Go Jaguars indeed, and go RC Audio Sports. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, Coach.
We come together as a community, and we're just a big family.
And I like coming to school because if we don't come to school, we can't learn.
Me gusta aprender libros y matemáticas.
Our kids have the technology at their fingertips. They have all the tools that they need, and SAISD adapts to the changing times.
We welcome you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. This is Robert Villafranca. We're on the Desi Martinez and Associates pregame show. We are going to stream the Austin LBJ Jaguars are visiting the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Speaking of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, we've got Coach Richard Colquitt, who has taken the helm of this proud program. Coach, tell us, well, first of all, welcome to San Antonio. Let me say that. Thank you for your time here. Yes, Coach, tell us what you've learned about these Hurricanes in the time that you've been leading them.
Just love that, learn that these kids, they love football. They breathe it, they love it. Coming off a district championship last year, the goal is to get there again. And the work that they put in the weight room and film and meetings, it's the work to get back to that point. So, man, I've learned a lot since being here in April. And the most thing that I learned is that, these kids, they love the game of football. They want to be successful, and we're working to make sure that happens.
Coach, I had in mind to ask you, this is a defending district champion, a lot of returners, and I was thinking, the challenge sometimes a team like this who's won a district championship and still have years of eligibility left, or a year of eligibility left, might rest on their laurels. But you're telling me that this is not a team. This is a team that's pretty self-motivated.
They are self-motivated. Like I say, winning this championship, that's a lot of motivation, because the expectation for this team from the community, from the school, from our athletic department is for us to be at the top of the district again. And so the kids know that they have to put the work in. They can't, think about what happened last year. Now it's a new year. So now we have to put the work in to make sure, at the end of November or beginning of November, we're standing at the top as district champions.
There you go. We look going for your back-to-back championships.
Yes,
Coach, we've had the privilege of streaming a bunch of Houston Hurricane games, and so we know some of the names on the roster. One of them that stands out to us is Jermaine Carson.
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of the best defenders in the area. Tell us
Right.
about young Jermaine.
He's a special player. Starting the linebacker for us, but he will also play some offense. He's one of those kids that he has to be on the field somewhere, and the things that he does with the football in his hands is amazing. But the things that he does on defense is amazing. So he will be on the field all the time. One of our senior leaders, and just a special player. And, when you take over a program, you want to find those special players, and Jermaine Carson is definitely one of those players.
Coach, you mentioned a football in your hands, and I think about Xavier Youngblood, your junior quarterback last year. Started for the first time as a sophomore.
Right.
We were, Coach, if I may just interject, I'm certainly you're watching his development as well. But
Right.
We were so impressed, not just with the skill set, but his decision making as a sophomore. Tell us about what do you see in Xavier Youngblood?
Me being a former offensive coordinator, it starts with the quarterback, and when you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And we definitely have one of the best quarterbacks, I think, around in the city. Xavier is nothing but a top player in the city. So having him, be a signal caller, having experience as a sophomore, coming back as a junior, he's, took in a new offense, and, he's ran with it, and, he's been nothing but great and a great leader for our offense as a quarterback. So I'm blessed to take over a job that has a returning quarterback coming back. So, and he's a junior, so he's coming back next year. So he's been nothing but great since I've been here.
Good stuff. We like to touch on defense. We like to touch on offense, but you've got a player on your squad. I think that he's hard to label. Myvion Franklin Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do a lot of things.
He can.
Talk to us about Myvion.
He's an athlete. Like you say, he does a lot of things, man. He's going to line up out wide for us. He's going to line up in the slot. He'll line up in the backfield. Just a smart football player. Like he knows ball. And when I first got here, he was one of the first kids I met. And he said, Coach, anything you need, I got you. And so he's another one of our captains and leaders, but he's just a football player. No matter where you put him, he's going to make an impact. And so I love kids like that, and Myvion is definitely one of those kids.
We've seen him in crunch time a couple of times, just really make a
Yes,
difference
sir.
in ball games. Coach, thank you for visiting with us.
Of
We wish
course,
you all the best
of course,
tonight
of
and
course.
all season long.
Of
It's
course.
Richard
Appreciate it.
Colquitt, the head coach of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, Robert Villafranca with RC Audio Sports on the Desi Martinez and Associates pregame show. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Of course, man. Anytime
you
y'all
so
need
much.
me, let me know.
You
I
better
got you.
believe it. I
Yes,
will.
sir. We'll do. Nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet
Yes,
you.
sir.
Likewise.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez and Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex here on the south side of San Antonio. Coach Robert Villafranca. I am Bobby Mendez, and we are ready for the national anthem here in just a quick moment as the Austin LBJ Jaguars come visit and take on the Sam Houston Hurricanes. We'll take the mic down to the field for our national anthem.
Sam Houston, JROTC Color Guard, bringing out the colors to midfield, and the Sam Houston Marching Band will perform the national anthem.
Please remain standing until the colors have left the field.
Again, the Sam Houston JROTC Color Guard presenting the colors for pregame. The Sam Houston Marching Band performing the national anthem. We honor our flag and country. We are glad you did so at home as well. And we are ready for Bobby Mendez and the kickoff. Before we go there, let me tell you about Day One Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. You know, when pain or injury keeps you from doing the things that you love, it's time to take your first step toward recovery. At Day One Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, Adam and Stephanie Reyes and their team are dedicated to helping you move better, feel stronger, and get back to doing what you enjoy. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to improve your performance, Day One Physical Therapy is ready to help you reach your goals. Don't let pain hold you back. Make today your Day One. Day One Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Your journey to better movement starts here.
And here we start as the Sam Houston Hurricanes will get ready to receive the football. It was Austin LBJ winning the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, so we will see the Sam Houston Hurricanes offense first, led by their quarterback, Xavier Youngblood.
You know, Bobby, Thursday night we had storm. Friday night we had a storm, and now Saturday night we have the hurricanes.
The real storm.
The real storm. I was checking I'm not a meteorologist, but I was checking my weather bug, and it looks like we might get this one in, and really looking forward to it. These are two defending district champions here facing off against each other in the kickoff special here to start the 2026 season. Austin LBJ, 5-time district champions. Last year, both teams were 6-0 in their respective districts.
Back to receive Mario Ringo and Jermaine Carson. There's the kick. It is a nice low kick, fielded at the 15 and straight out of the cannon. The Hurricanes go to the 35, and boy, oh boy, he had some speed. That was Mario Ringo. And I believe he just got tripped up by himself. He was a little too fast for himself.
I think he was trying to make the cut. He had a nice little up the middle return for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Had some nice blocks and created a good alley at 35. You return the kickoff to the 35-yard line. That's good news. An offensive coordinator says thanks for that. That's good field position.
So, Xavier Youngblood out of shotgun with trips to the top. He sends Mario Ringo in motion. Ringo will get it. Ringo across the 35. A nice little spin to get up to the 38 on a 3-yard pickup.
Houston offense, you see it right there on the screen. Trinidad Carpenter, left tackle. Sincere Brown, the guard. Jerry Ramey, Orozco, the center. Elijah Johnson, Peter Ramirez, at the right side of the offensive line. Wide receivers, Zachary, Ringo, and Ross, and Cooper. Jaden Hamilton is that running back. Elijah Swint is the tight end. And, of course, Xavier Youngblood is the quarterback.
Second play of the drive, second play of the game. Xavier Youngblood out of shotgun. Has plenty of time, looking, sending his receiver downfield. Sees a man coming across. No. Looked like he was trying to get the ball over to Arante Cooper, but the pass incomplete.
Boy, how about the pass protection? I got to point out two things on that play. How about the pass protection, and how about the defense? How about the pass coverage? My gosh. Youngblood had all kinds of time, but there was not a receiver to come open. They sent a 3-man rush, covered with 8, and they did their job. But I'm not sure that you want to give Youngblood as much time as you're giving him there. He makes some great decisions. We talked about that before the game started, but that was a good decision on that part. Just throw that one away.
Coach talked about in his pregame interview how he was looking at a completely different type of offense here for his Sam Houston football team. There's going to be the first penalty of the game, and that's going to go against the Hurricanes. And very typical of week 1 type of penalties there is a false start on the offense. So that's going to take them back 5 yards and just inside to the 33-yard line.
So instead of 3rd and 7, now it's 3rd and 12 after that 5-yard penalty. The Hurricanes will line right back up.
2nd down and 12 here for, check that, 3rd down and 13 is what they'll call it. Youngblood dropping back. This time fires deep The pass incomplete. He was looking for his receiver, Tristan Zachary, and that was probably a tough one to look at, as you can see that he was facing the sun. So the pass is incomplete, and the punting unit is coming onto the field.
Had to come back for it. It was underthrown just a bit. It was well covered, and there was some contact. I think that back judge kind of reached down for the flag. Had to think about that. Said, no, that's incidental. We're going to let that one go. No foul. And that will bring up a 4th and long, as you said, the punt team on the field.
Maybe on Ross, ready to punt the ball. One man back for the Jaguars to receive. He's standing right at around his own 39-yard line. Oh, they're probably going to get called for a delay of the game.
Back judge watching the play clock there and watching it expire. So 2 penalties on the first possession here. One play for positive yardage, and then an incomplete, a penalty, and 2 incompletes and a penalty now. Another penalty to back them up just a little bit further. Of course, still 4th and long. The punt team will stay out there.
Snap. Low punt. I don't know if it was touched, but he attempted to get it, but the ball will be fielded. I believe that's a number 7.
I didn't see anybody throw a beanbag, so I'm not sure if they they touched the ball. The Houston defense, you see it right there on your screen. Defensive ends, Landon South and Sincere Brown. The tackles, Aiden Ward and Jeremiah Stevenson. Linebackers, Daron Gardner, Jermaine Carson, one of the best. Nickel, Aiden Dormitas. Strong safety, Jalen Turner. Free safety, Marquise Rice. The corners, Reginald McCall and Tyron Sanders.
So the Austin LBJ Jaguars will have the football. They are at their own 48-yard line. Pass, caught, nice little route, brought down right at the 49-yard gain on that play.
A little bit of a tunnel screen, caught behind the line of scrimmage, so it looked like he was getting some yardage. He made the first guy miss, got to about the line of scrimmage, maybe just a yard beyond that. I think we're going to call this one 2nd and 9, still shy of the 50-yard line.
Elijah McAdory, the receiver. Marquise Earls, the quarterback for the Jaguars. Bringing up a 2nd down and 9. Jaguars keep it on the ground, a handoff. And good team tackling by the Hurricanes as the run was made by Marquise Murray, the head coach of the Jaguars. Coach Rawls talked about Marquise Murray in the pregame, talking about how he's committed to the University of New Mexico.
Daron Gardner on the edge there. Linebacker kept that play inside and let his teammates come to the tackle.
3rd down and 6. Jaguars go to the air. The pass is caught and made by Brandon Williams. Move the chains for the Jaguars as they are into Hurricane territory.
Boy, just a great route. A little bit of a curl route. Found the void, stopped, turned back around, made himself available. The ball was there. Quick 1st down for the Jaguars.
So a new set of downs as the Hurricanes defense getting tested early in this first drive for the Jaguars. Earls out of the shotgun, has a man in motion, keeping it on the ground, the handoff, across to the 35. Ball carrier there again was Marquise Murray, the 2nd.
Jaguars testing the middle of the Sam Houston defense, and that's pretty stout there. Aiden Ward in the middle, linebackers, Daron Gardner and Jermaine Carson. I think he's one of the best defenders in the area. We'll see as the season plays out. He was certainly last year.
Earls out of the shotgun, lots of movement there. Everybody but the centers.
Everybody but the centers. Took the words right out of my mouth there.
It's going to go against the Jaguars.
False start on everybody but the center. So that's going to move back 5 yards. My heart goes out to offensive linemen. Their numbers just don't get called out, and here we are, guilty of the same, calling them out on a penalty. We've got to pay that back just a little bit and get them some credit on a good block. So I'm keeping my eyes on him for the rest of the game.
So now it's 2nd down and 12 right at the Hurricane 40-yard line. Earls. Hurricanes showing blitz. Here comes the pressure. Earls takes it up, and he is brought down. Good defensive call there by the Hurricanes as they did a good job of surrounding Earls.
Boy, you talk about team defense. They're just firing one right after the other. He makes the first guy miss, and the next guy right there on him. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 plus here as the Jaguars will line up at the Hurricanes' 39-yard line.
Yeah, 1 yard on that play. The Hurricanes doing a good job of calling in an early blitz, and now it's a screen. Answer right back for the blitz, and here comes Murray. Murray on the right side, and he gets knocked out of bounds. Not before getting all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the classic and textbook play calling there, you get some pressure, and you're going to neutralize that pressure with a screen. Very well set up.
Check that. That's the 15-yard line. Excuse me. It's a 24-yard play there for the Jaguars.
In the red zone.
Earls has 2 receivers split to each side. One man in the backfield, which is Murray. Out of the shotgun. It's a low snap. Murray will get it and goes right into the storm of the Hurricanes, and he maybe gets a couple of yards there.
I'm going to call it the eye of the Hurricane there, right in the middle. And again, the Hurricane defense is really stout in the middle. LBJ not intimidated by it, and they're going to test it. They've tested it several times. Second play in the red zone for the Jaguars,
and it's 2nd down from the 16-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Murray. Boy, oh boy, what a run. Marquise Murray ran into some traffic, then somehow found an escape route just to the right side, and Murray gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
More than anything else, there's some great blocks on that play, but more than anything else, I like to see Murray's patience as he let the play develop. He came back and found the running room on the backside. He cut it back. And he's in the end zone. The Jaguars draw first blood.
Here with 6:55 in the first quarter. Kicking the ball. Can't check that number.
33.
Thought that was. The kick is up. No good? Yes, it is good. Okay, they don't have a 33 on the roster. We'll see if we can get his name here in just a moment, but that is the first touchdown of the game by the Jaguars. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. So that was Murray. Keeping it here.
When you're looking for a great deal on your next vehicle, come see Anthony Martinez at Mac Hague Southway Ford. Anthony is ready to help you find the right new or pre-owned wheels at the right price with friendly, no-pressure service that you can count on. Whether you're looking for a tough F-Series truck, a versatile SUV, or something for the whole family, or maybe your teen's first car, Anthony has you covered. Stop by Mac Hague Southway Ford and ask for Anthony Martinez. Mac Hague Southway Ford, where San Antonio drives away happy.
Well, that drive, Coach, was a 52-yard drive. It took them 7 plays. It was a 15-yard run by Marquise Murray to get into the end zone. And the Jaguars will take the early lead 7-0. Short kick, fielded at the 20-yard line. Speed out of the backfield, breaking a couple of tackles on the sideline. Plenty of room. He needs the speed to get in, and he turned it up a notch all the way to get into the end zone. Mario Ringo responds with a touchdown. 80 yards, Coach.
Ringo with a bingo right there in the score.
How about that run? It looked like he was going to get wrapped up right around the 45 or so. And then he just turned it up another notch.
Uncatchable once he got on that straightaway. And you know that the Jaguars have got some speed on that team as well. So that tells you that Ringo's got he's got that extra gear, and he's got some. We were just talking about San Antonio driving away happy from Matt Haig Southway Ford. How about the Houston Hurricanes driving away happy after that kickoff return?
And the extra point is good, and we are all tied up here at 7-7. You're watching high school football on RCID Sports.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor. Hold it. Go.
Well, that was a quick response by the Sam Houston Hurricanes, as it was Mario Ringo taking it 80 yards on the kickoff return, evening up this ball game here at 7, Coach.
Evening it up at 7, and the Hurricanes showing some speed on the kickoff return. LBJ unable to catch up to Mario Ringo there, and again, you know, the first kickoff, Bobby. If you remember that first kickoff, it looked like it was going to go for a long ways too.
Yeah,
but the returner kind of lost his footing a little bit.
Yeah, he was trying to make a cut, and he was doing it at a top speed, and he lost his footing and he slipped. But we see that Mario Ringo has basically another gear.
I'm going to say that because of that return right there, Ringo's not going to get a whole bunch of kickoffs sent in his direction for the rest of the year. How do you like that? Starting off game 1 with the kickoff return for a TD.
Well, they're going to bring that one back.
Hold on just a minute.
Penalty marker down.
A delay a game on the kickoff. That's a rare penalty. Yeah, you don't see that very often, but they start that play clock on the kickoff just like they do on a regular play on a drive, and you've got 45 seconds to get out there. It just took a little bit too long, and Coach Colquitt kind of asking for an explanation there. He feels like maybe that got said a little bit too early. But, you know, as you said, first game, some of those things will happen. The speed of the game, it's hard to replicate the speed of the game on a practice field, and here they are experiencing it.
So Jaden Tryon will try it again. And there's the ball, is a live ball on the ground. It will be picked up. Tried to come back on the other side, but I think we got a block in the back there as that happened right in front of us. So there is a flag on the play.
Boy, kudos right there. We're early, but still got a few minutes left to go in the first quarter. But kudos to special teams here for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Man, they had two nice returns, and then that kickoff, they covered it well. And I think they're going to get the benefit of a block in the back, and we'll pin the Jaguars a little further back. Illegal block it is. The referee telling us. Referee is Gary Singer. He's being helped by Joe Sesmirowski and Chad Schumacher, Cody Bays, Eddie Martinez, Trevor Hardy, and Bernard Gottschalk. That's the crew for tonight. So the illegal block in the back is usually a 10-yard penalty. Since it happened inside the 20, it's half the distance to the goal. The ball looks like it's going to be spotted inside the 10-yard line. So the Jaguars pinned deep in their own territory to start this second drive of the game.
Well, we saw that first drive for the Austin LBJ Jaguars. We went 7 plays, and they didn't have much of a field to work with at that point, but this certainly a lot to work with here. Handoff goes over to Marquise Murray. He'll pick up the first down.
Depending on the play, partner for the Hurricanes.
No. Just short of the first down. Got to the 19-yard line.
Second and short. That time, the Houston Hurricanes did not set the edge as well as they had the first time they got challenged, and Marquise Murray was able to turn the corner and get some nice yards. It is a first down after all.
All righty. Keeping it on the ground. Right side. This time a new man in the backfield. Up to the 40-yard line, a 20-yard gain there.
That's Marquise Earls, the quarterback, holding on to the football. You had a real slow read there, and he was very, very patient with his read and letting the defense show their hand before he decided what he was going to do. But he didn't pass that ball off. He tucked it back in and he ran. Nice two plays and 2 first downs. They had their backs against the wall. Now they're moving towards the middle of the field.
They've got one receiver to our near side. Low snap. Earls looking left. Fires it. Pass is caught. And no one there to stop Jaden Bradley.
Earls pass complete to number 1, Jaden Bradley for the Jaguars.
What a pass. That's going to go down as a 60-yard completion.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Bobby, let's see if our replay is going tonight. Not going to be able to show. We got a replay from the last basketball game that we showed here, so we're gonna stay off the replay here for this evening. A touchdown for Jaden Bradley.
60 yards, only 3 plays. To answer right back, Coach, I think we're going to have ourselves a high-scoring ball game here.
It sure seems that way.
So now the extra point attempt. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is between the uprights. So now our score, 14-7. The Jaguars with a 7-point lead. Again, that was a very quick drive, just only 60 yards on a 60-yard pass to Jaden Bradley.
Gives us an opportunity to visit with you about Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Medicare made clear, Legacy is made stronger. Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will simplify the Medicare process for you, empowering you and your family to confidently choose the right plan for your unique health and financial needs. The Soul Rose mission goes beyond enrollment. They're dedicated to educating and guiding their clients through one of life's most important decisions, helping protect their health and while preserving their legacy. Whether you're newly eligible to Medicare or reassessing your current plan, Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will be there to help you navigate with clarity, care, and purpose. Yvette Diaz, thank you for joining us on our sponsorship team again this year.
14-7 our score. Here we go. Let's see if they kick it back to Ringo. This one, short kick, fielded. Ringo's got it, across the 20. And this time, they're able to bring him down inside right at the 25-yard line.
Mario Ringo, ball carrier for the Hurricanes.
They didn't make it easy for him this time, Coach. They made him play it off the bounce.
Braden Williams.
Put it away from Ringo. Ringo had to come up and field that like a shortstop and pick that up. Of course, it's a live ball after it travels 10 yards. You can't just leave it there. Ringo came up, a good hang time, and let the kickoff team get in good position to deny a return that time.
This the second drive for the Hurricanes. Their last possession, was an 80-yard Ringo touchdown. Trips to our near side as Youngblood is in the shotgun. Hands the ball off. Nice run. Still on his feet. Did the ball pop out? I don't think so.
Hamilton, the ball carrier for the Hurricanes.
The Jaguars attacking that football for sure as they hold up the ball carrier and had a couple of people come in and make some contact around the ball, trying to make it come free, but unable to do that. A tackle after about a 9-yard gain.
Jaden Hamilton, the running back, but still a great play on a first down. So the ball now spotted at the 34-yard line. 9-yard gain there for Hamilton. Youngblood in the shotgun. One receiver to our near side, 2 to the far side. They send Ringo in motion. Ringo gets the pass out of the backfield. He's got the first down, has the sideline, and there he goes across to pushed out of bounds right around the 40 or so. But, boy, if he was not pushed out of bounds, Coach, we would have seen that next gear again.
He was about getting ready to put it in that next gear when he did get shoved out of bounds. But first down for the Hurricanes, and a good sign if you're rooting for Houston tonight. Remember, on their first possession was a 3-and-out.
Yep.
So their score came off of a kickoff return. They get their first down of the 2026 season here on that play.
So this is the third play of the drive here, as they are already in Jaguar territory. The ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Send a man in motion. Youngblood keeps it. Goes to the sideline. Goes out of bounds, but not before picking up another couple of yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
So the Sam Houston Hurricanes putting together a drive here. Now the fourth play, bringing up a 2nd down and 9.
Amir Calhoun in the chat room with us. So it's a familiar name to those who have rooted for the Hurricanes in the past. And thank you for joining us on the stream, Amir.
So officially, that's a 1-yard pickup there for Youngblood and the Hurricanes. Trips to our near side. Youngblood to the air. Pass is caught. Nice move. Down to the 30. Move the chains. First down. Catch was made by Babion Ross. So something here, Coach. The Hurricanes mixing it up pretty good as they move the ball here. They've kept it on the ground. They've used Youngblood on a keeper. They've made a couple big passes.
Yeah, putting the ball out in space. The Hurricanes have had success with that. The Jaguars attacking the Sam Houston interior, and the Houston attacking the perimeter here on their drive.
Out of the shotgun, it's an option, and Youngblood will just slide as the defense for the Jaguars doing a good job of containing the young quarterback.
Discretion is a better part of valor, and I am sure that he has been coached. No yardage there to go ahead and take the slide. We'll live to fight another day here. 2nd down and about 11 for this, as the Hurricanes are on the march.
So that might be their first loss on this drive. So they lost a yard there. Zachary to the far top of your screen. In motion is Cooper. Pass down the middle of the field. It is caught. What a catch. It was a low throw and great catch there by Zachariah.
Got an injury timeout, Bobby, and it'll give us an opportunity to visit with you about day one. Physical therapy and sports medicine, while they attend to the young man on the field, while professionals tend to him at day one physical therapy and sports medicine. Every patient receives individual care and that's focused on their unique needs, doing what they do for over 30 years.
First down, 24-yard pickup here for the Hurricanes. So the Hurricanes showing that they can put a drive together themselves. Hamilton up the middle, over to the right side, and he gets down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line.
Nice rhythm that Coach Colquitt, as the offensive coordinator, came over from Nimitz in the Houston area. So he's, offense is his thing. And, boy, has he got a great rhythm here, mixing it up inside and outside, pass and run, doing a great job on this drive.
What a great first quarter this has been for both teams. If you're just a football fan, you got great play calling here. And here comes the direct snap, and that is Ross, and he gets in to the end zone. Touchdown. Mavion Ross from 3 yards out, and the Hurricanes finish on 8 plays.
Boy, we talked about Mavion Franklin Ross there before the game, and Coach Colquitt told us about how versatile he is. He runs the ball, throws the ball, catches the ball, and when he needs to, he's out there playing defense as well. We've seen Franklin Ross do some great things here in his career at Sam Houston.
What a great drive put together here. The extra point attempt for the Hurricanes. No, they have to pivot, and it's Ross on the 2-point conversion. He got to just throw it away into the end zone. Maybe the snap wasn't there. Maybe the hold wasn't there. Who knows what happened there, but the Hurricanes not able to convert on that extra point attempt. So the Hurricanes trail by 1 with 1:13 to go here in this first quarter. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Come on, Victor. Hold it, go.
Welcome you back here to the south side of San Antonio on the campus of Burbank High School. It is the SAISD Sports Complex. The Sam Houston Hurricanes hosting the Austin LBJ Jaguars. And we've got ourselves a heavyweight fight here, 14-13 our score, as the Sam Houston Hurricanes just put an 8-play drive together. They went 75 yards on 3 minutes and 50 seconds on a 3-yard touchdown run by number 4, Mabion Ross. So the Hurricanes now getting ready to kick off. Back over to the LBJ Jaguars. It is a short kick. Fielded in the middle of the field right at the 23-yard line. Right side. And good. You talked about special teams earlier, Coach, but good good coverage this time again by the kickoff team.
Everybody in their lanes. The return man changing directions and trying to get it up the numbers. But the Houston Hurricanes right there really covering their lanes and not giving any escape routes. A nice return nonetheless out to about the 38-yard line for the Jags, leading by 1, 14-13. You know, the last 2 times that these two teams have met, the Jaguars have really controlled the game. So this has got to be a confidence builder for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, last year, 46-13 the final there with Austin LBJ taking that win. Right now, we're at 14-13. So from their own 37-yard line, here come the Jaguars. Low snap, ball's on the ground, and oh boy, I believe Earls was able to get onto it, but I'm not 100% sure.
Really fortunate Earls was to get back on. That ball was on the ground for a long time. I'm going to give credit to the offensive line that did not allow any penetration on the play, so it allowed the ball to kind of roll around on the ground a little bit and give Earls some time to get back on it.
Well, there was a 5-yard loss, so still a positive there for the Hurricanes on defense. The Jaguars with trips to our near side. Again, a low snap as Earls is trying to escape, but the Hurricanes managed to really contain and stay in their lanes defensively and not give Earls anything to handle.
Well, 2 tackles for loss there for the Hurricanes defense, and Colquitt's got to be excited about that. The third and very long. It looks like almost 20-yard lines. What does the board say over there?
29?
3rd and 19. We got a timeout. It's the quarter.
Well, that's going to do it for the very first quarter here. You are watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
See me shine, 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 shine. sunbeams of a light, 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 light.
Welcome you back here to the second quarter of play as the Austin LBJ Jaguars have the football. They are moving from left to right across your monitor. This time, good snap. Earls fires left side, has a receiver, but just a little bit too far as the pass is incomplete.
Got behind the defender, but led him just a little bit too much and couldn't get under that. And, Bob, I was going to say the Jaguars, they're intending to go left to right, but on that series, they pretty much went right to left.
Yeah, they did.
A couple of tackles for a loss, an incomplete pass, 4th and long, so a 3 and out for the Sam Houston Hurricanes defense. And they'll give the ball back to an offense that was on fire on their last possession.
Well, I'll tell you what, special teams for the Sam Houston Hurricanes has really ignited this entire team, because since that 80-yard touchdown, there was the drive this previous possession. And then prior to this defensive series for the Hurricanes gave up 2 touchdowns. So the Hurricanes certainly stepping it up right after that 80-yard touchdown.
So a good punt fielded by the Hurricanes, and the return man was brought down at about the 38-yard line. So again, pretty decent field position. The Hurricanes very successful on their last drive. We'll see if they can sustain that success here as they get the ball for the first time in the second quarter.
So defense for the Hurricanes forcing their first 3 and out after giving up a couple of touchdowns on the prior 2 series.
For what it's worth, this is the first time that they got the opening kickoff, but since then, this is the first time that the Hurricanes offense has the ball with the potential to take a lead.
Hurricanes with 2 receivers to the top. They send a man in motion. That man is Zachariah. Left side. Nice run. Ball carried by Darnell Lavelis.
Yes, the ball carrier for the Hurricanes.
Nice. Nice gain up to the 44.
Bob, you heard me all season last year just singing the praises for Xavier Youngblood, a sophomore quarterback last year, a junior now in his second year at the starting position. But, man, his body language, just so much confidence. Love to watch this guy play football.
Send a man in motion. Again, oh, boy, 2 big hits. But bouncing right back up. The running back there, Lavalis. But he nearly picked up a first down. Just a yard shy.
Jaguar defense really closed down in a hurry. It looked like that gap was going to go. I thought he'd be across the 50-yard line and get some plus, but the Jaguars closed in on that in a hurry. Great read from Youngblood again to hand that off as the gap availed itself. Good defense by the Jags.
Youngblood with 2 receivers to the top. Sends Zachariah in motion. Out of the shotgun, handoff again. This time up the middle. And the ball carried by Jaden Hamilton.
Rashard Colquitt, the new head coach for the Sam Houston Hurricanes, also the signal caller here. He's a play caller as well. And, boy, I love the way he's mixing it up. That last possession, he was going using the perimeter, using the space, trying to get the ball out in space to his very talented athletes here. But this time he says, you know what, we're going to try the middle just a bit. He's tested it and maybe found some success in there as well. I love the mix-up. I love the variation of the offense.
Yeah, I was just going to allude to something of that nature. Coach Colquitt really came into a situation here where not very many coaches able to take over a good winning program, and he is able to sustain such great consistency here so far in this football game. Youngblood showing his maturity and the good decision making as he rolled out. However, there are flags on the play.
It's a flag over there on the far hash mark. Let's watch the referee, and he'll tell us what he's got there. But usually a holding call in that area, and true to tendency, it is a holding call against the Hurricanes. allowing Youngblood to get out of the pocket and move, but that play will be nullified. A 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage is the consequence of that call. So it'll first down. We'll still have first down, but it'll be first down and 20 to get to the first down marker.
So it's from the spot.
Not if it's behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
If the holding happens behind the line of scrimmage, it's from the line of scrimmage.
All right, there it is. Youngblood, right side. Pass is completed. Ross, he's got 2 defenders on him. Everyone else from the Jaguars coming back. Ross making something out of nothing. He's got to cross to the 45.
He's got a heart of a champion, man. I've seen Mavian Franklin Ross do this before, and I've seen him just put the game on his back, or put the team on his back, and just will the Hurricanes to victory. And Mavian Franklin Ross, wearing number 4 for the Hurricanes, heart of a champion.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to go down maybe for a loss of about 4 or 5. Instead, went up for a positive 3 yards. So brings up second down and about 17 here for the Hurricanes. I like that there's no panic in this Hurricane team. They've done such a great job, even though they've had a little bit of adversity on some plays. Youngblood, another flag. Youngblood still going down the field, has some room, puts on a move, and he goes out of bounds. But again, there is a flag on the play.
Right here in front of the Sam Houston Hurricanes sideline, and Coach Colquitt going to try to make an appeal. Not going to win that one, I can tell you. The officials now using wireless communications there to speed the game up a little bit. The line, no flag, I bet you I know what happened. It was an illegal receiver downfield, and Youngblood never threw the ball, so no foul.
So that is a positive here for the Hurricanes as they are back into Jaguar territory. Ball now spotted at the 43-yard line. So now a third down and about 6 here for the Hurricanes. Youngblood, one-step drop, looks middle, now looks left, drop the football, and the Hurricanes are able to jump right back on it. That was a close one there, as Hamilton was in the area and able to jump on it. But just when the Hurricanes were looking to move the football, big loss there.
Big loss, and it comes down to ball security. Youngblood had the ball just a little bit away from his body, and the Jaguars were able to swat it free. I'm going to tell you that Coach Colquitt and the Hurricanes probably a sigh of relief, even though they had a big loss, to have recovered that and get an opportunity at least to punt that ball downfield. That would have been great field position for the LBJ Jaguars.
27-yard loss. High snap, able to punt it off. High but short punt. Ball will bounce and kind of just stick right there at the 45.
Well, better than get some of that yardage back and not allow the Jaguars to flip the field on that big loss and fumble. The Hurricanes lucky to retain possession. So the first time the Hurricanes had an opportunity there to take a lead, and they weren't able to get that done. So with a 1-point lead, the Jaguars will come back out on the field, and they'll attempt to extend their 1-point lead. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. I don't think either team has called a timeout yet. So let me verify that. 3 timeouts both teams have according to the scoreboard. So 8 minutes to go. Everybody has their timeouts in their pocket.
Yeah, the only timeouts we've taken, Coach, for touchdowns.
For touchdowns. And we've had 4 of them already.
Some exciting ones. Out of the shotgun, the handoff, up the middle. Good wrap up for the defense coming in on that one there.
Aiden Ward making that happen, turning that play up inside and allowing the linebacker to close and make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And Marquise Murray doesn't look that easy to bring down.
He's not.
Second down and 10.
I was noticing that earlier. He's got some great balance, and boy, he can make you miss too.
Second down now, 2nd and 10 here for the Jaguars. No gain on that play. Earls, pass, caught, left side. Great catch there by the receiver, Jaden Bradley.
Great catch, Bobby, and a great route. If you recall the last possession of the Jaguars, they were going in the wrong direction. This time, a little out route, a little sideline route, and boy, able to deliver just on the cut. No way you can cover that. No way you can cover that pass pattern if you throw it like that.
First down, new set of downs. Marquise on the carry. Brings up second down, a couple of yards on that carry for the Jaguars.
Murray, the ball carrier for the Jaguars. Defending on the play, Stevenson for the Hurricanes.
Ball spotted at the 24. It's a 5-yard pickup there. I said a small pickup, and I think that's a great pickup.
I'll take 5 yards on first down anytime.
Second down now here for the Jaguars. 6:44 to go. Low snap. Earls, pass, middle of the field. Good-looking pass. Just the timing off. He was looking for his receiver there. I believe he was looking for. What was that? Looking for Bradley?
Marquise Earls having some good time in the pocket. That time he was, they were closing in on him, had to get rid of it, and just wasn't able to get it right exactly where he wanted to put it. 3rd down and 5. Whistles. Got an injury timeout, or maybe an equipment timeout, but number 73 for the, that's Jeremiah Stevenson having to come out.
Sam Houston.
So the Hurricanes will call a timeout here, and we'll take a short break with them. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex. Coach Robert Villafranca, I am Bobby Mendez. We are here on the south side of San Antonio, right near the campus of Burbank High School. It's the SAISD Sports Complex. What a great game we have here so far in the second quarter, Coach. The Hurricanes trailing 1 point to the Austin LBJ Jaguars.
You know, and the best part about tonight, Bob, all the lightning is on the football field, not in the sky. We have not been able to get a game to completion yet. We were here on Thursday night, and lightning stopped the game. Jefferson, South San here, and Bobby was at Central, Catholic Benson 66 Stadium, and McCollum and Central weren't able to get that game in. Last night here at the complex had Holy Cross and Lanier. We weren't able to get that one in. So here, maybe the third time is a charm.
The third time is the charm.
As long as the lightning stays in the football field, we'll be all right.
Well, we got literally 2 halftime yesterday, and then that's when it happened.
Same.
Earls finds a man, middle of the field. The pass is caught. What a great route. What a great run into the end zone. Touchdown. Catch made by number 12. Jatavius Washington.
Washington in for the Jaguar touchdown.
Had a delayed blitz by the Sam Houston Hurricanes, and again that was read very well as the linebacker left his area. A void was left. Washington stops right there, gets the ball delivered to him, and he's got a lot of running room there. He's a big body, and he had a lot of running room. So the Jaguars will extend their 1 point lead now, leading by 7, trying to make it 8.
65-yard drive there for the Austin LBJ Jaguars. It was a 24-yard touchdown pass. The extra point attempt is good. So the lead now 21-13. here in this second quarter with 6:27 to go. You're watching high school football, and it's on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back.
There's a feeling you get when you get inspired. You feel like creating or expressing yourself. And no matter how old you want to share your creativity with your friends. And maybe what you create will do some good, not just for you, but for others. The San Antonio Independent School District knows this and has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call.
And the kick, it's a short kick and fair catch there by the Hurricanes. Tristan Zachariah.
For the Hurricanes, it'll be first down and 10. Hurricanes.
So the Hurricanes will get the football right back after a 5-play, 65-yard drive, 24-yard touchdown pass to Washington, and that gives the lead, extends the lead for the Jaguars, 21-13.
The Hurricanes back, their offense back on the field. A couple of possessions ago, moved the ball right down the field. Last possession, they were moving and then had a big fumble and a loss of yardage there on the third down and had to punt the ball away. So they've been moving the ball last two possessions.
Pretty uncharacteristic of Youngblood to drop the football as he was rolling back. Out of the shotgun, Youngblood. Ball batted down. Or did it fly out of his hand?
I think he just fell back out of his hand. Did not have a grip on it. We've got a flag on the play up here, and I'm sure if that's against the Hurricanes, it'll be declined. But we'll see what that's about.
So is that incompletion?
It's a fumble if it goes backwards.
Oh, so he wasn't going forward with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the ball fell behind him, so I don't know that you can make an argument for a forward pass on that. But it just slipped out of his hands, and we'll see what the officials come. That's a great point. It's a valid point. So we'll see what they'll decide on that. Looks like they're visiting with the Jaguars head coach Joseph Rawls to see whether he wants to take the penalty or take the play. And holding against the Hurricanes is what it is, declined. So that must have been a fumble back there for Xavier Youngblood. The ball just slipping out of his hands as he was trying to go deep on that. And again, the ball did fall behind him, so it'd be hard to make an argument for a forward pass.
Yeah, at first I thought it was batted away because of the way it went backwards. So now the ball spotted back at their own 11-yard line. They lost 15 yards, but Youngblood just get right back to work. Pass along the sideline completed.
Things aren't going your way.
Another flag.
Myvie and Franklin Ross, good option to get the ball to. Got another flag here, and the officials over there visiting with the coaches on the Jaguar sideline. So that's not a good sign for anyone that's rooting for the Hurricanes. Since the Jags are making a decision on this, that penalty's got to go against the Hurricanes. We'll see what it is. Holding again against the Hurricanes. That's a third holding call. That one will be declined.
So loss of down mostly.
Yeah, a short gain. They'll take the results of the play, which was about a 7-yard gain, but still third down and about 17 there. Third down. The scoreboard's not with my line of sight. Third and 19 as I look around the corner there. Scoreboard says 3rd and 19. I'll trust them with that.
Stacked receivers to our near side. 2 receivers to the far side. Youngblood out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion. Youngblood will get pressure. Youngblood rolling out to the right side. Still looking, fires a nice pass. What a catch!
Oh, my goodness.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
What a great catch there for Zakari. Just went straight up in the air. What a pass, what a catch.
What a play. Xavier Youngblood extending the play and rolling out, again showing a lot of patience and letting that play develop, and he puts it really well covered. It was at best a 50-50 play. He kind of puts it up for grabs down there. Even if it had been intercepted, it would have been a good result for the Hurricanes. But boy, first down and 10 near midfield.
Just when the Hurricanes' backs up were against the wall, Youngblood gets a completion deep. Now still time, but this time he slides to avoid a sack. Well, I mean, he still lost a couple of plays, but it will be a sack. But avoids a big loss.
I catch you. Avoids a big loss and avoids a big hit as well. And discretion is a better part of valor. If you got a quarterback like Xavier Youngblood, you'd like for him to make it through the whole season, and you don't need to be taking big hits like that when nothing is availing itself. And you got to trust his judgment on there. I vote for that. I vote for that.
Second down here. Second and about 13. Second and 13 here in this second quarter. The Hurricanes are going to want to talk it over. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here.
We're going to keep it right here, and we're going to visit with you about I'll tell you what, we're going to visit with you about Anthony Martinez and Mac Hague Southway Ford, his second year on our sponsorship team. And, when you're looking for a great deal on your next vehicle, come see Anthony Martinez at Mac Hague Southway Ford. Anthony is always ready to help you find the right new or pre-owned vehicle at the right price with friendly, no-pressure service that you can count on. Whether you're looking for a tough F-Series truck, a versatile SUV, or something for the whole family, maybe it's time to get that teen in your house their first car. Anthony has you covered. Stop by Mac Hague Southway Ford and ask for Anthony Martinez. Mac Hague Southway Ford, where San Antonio drives away happy. Thank you to Anthony Martinez for joining our sponsorship team again this year, second straight year for that. We couldn't do this without the support that we got from our sponsorship team.
I think we're going on 13 years.
13 years.
I think that's the number, so we appreciate that.
Started in 2014.
Second down here for the Hurricanes after a Hurricane timeout. Youngblood getting them to move or getting the defense to jump. Free plays, coach was about to mention, but
penalty markers down.
Boy, a free play, 2 flags. The referee throwing a flag back over here at around the area of the quarterback. I don't know that there was anybody blocking in that area. Referee usually there to protect the quarterback and make sure that he doesn't get roughed up. Let's see what it's yep. Holding. We got 2 live ball fouls. Contact below the waist against the Jaguars, and then looked like a face mask to me, Bobby, against the Hurricanes. Both are live ball fouls, so they're offsetting. Replay the down. Winding the clock, 25 seconds to get it off. Again, very patient the Hurricanes have been under the leadership of Coach Colquitt and the field general, Xavier Youngblood.
Sending a man in motion. Youngblood rolling right. Youngblood, wide open receiver. The pass is caught. Ross down inside to the 35. Great play selections here by the coaching staff for the Hurricanes.
You get a lot of pressure on the inside. One of the things that you can do is throw that screen pass, or you can roll your quarterback out a little bit, and that was a called rollout quickly outside of the pocket. Maivia and Ross moving, looking downfield, completing the pass.
Out of the shotgun once again, 2 receivers split to each side. Youngblood will call for it. Youngblood stepping back, looking, fires, passes a little short, pass incomplete. He was looking for Gardner.
Intended for Cooper.
Oh, no, check that.
Ball falls incomplete.
Is that one?
I think that was Tristan Zachary, the intended receiver, and that ball was a little bit underthrown and just wasn't able to get to it. Great protection. He got some pressure from the defensive ends, and the Sam Houston Hurricane offensive line able to keep them out. You know, the Jaguars going with a three-man rush. Sometimes they're sending four, but they're sending them from all over the place. It's always a mystery from where they're coming. It looks like they're going to send three this time. A fourth one comes late.
Option. Youngblood kept it, and he was able to get to the 30-yard line for 4-yard gain.
Clock winding down to inside of 3 minutes. He ran that one out of bounds, so the clock will stop. 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go. The Hurricanes still with 2 timeouts, and starting last year, you got that 2-minute timeout at the high school level. So plenty of time. If the Hurricanes can convert here, I would expect this to be 4-down territory.
Exactly. They have approaching the red zone here. They're at the 30-yard line. So the Hurricanes with trips to our near side. Xavier Youngblood out of the shotgun. Pressure's coming. Youngblood has to roll out, dumps it off. He was looking for Ross, and the pass is incomplete. This time I feel that was the first time we see Youngblood feel a little bit more pressured to get rid of the football.
So it's a little bit tougher for a right-handed quarterback to roll left, but still Ross, was making himself available. The pressure pushed Youngblood just a little bit beyond his limit there, and unable to connect. 4th down now is a big down here for the Hurricanes.
4th and 6. Hurricanes trailing 21-13. Still plenty of time in this first half, but the Hurricanes mostly focused right now on getting either a first down or into the end zone. Here comes the blitz. Dumps it off. Hamilton, left side. Hamilton across the 20, inside the 15, the 10, breaks 3 tackles, almost broke another, down to the 3-yard line. But boy, has Youngblood not come up big every time they needed him.
Oh my gosh, man, what determination there by Hamilton. It looked like it was going to be short of the first down. He gets it, he keeps running, gets hit again, and almost gets himself into the end zone. 1st and goal now for the Hurricanes. Got a timeout on the field. It looks like the Jags are going to call this one. We're going to keep it right here so that we can visit with you this time about day 1 physical therapy and sports medicine. When day 1 physical therapy and sports medicine is focused on getting you moving, feeling stronger, and back to doing what you love. From sports injuries to everyday aches and pains, Adam and Stephanie Reyes and their experienced team will provide personalized care specifically designed for you and your goals. Don't wait to start your recovery. Make today day 1 with day 1 physical therapy and sports medicine. Now with 2 locations, one in Stone Oak and one in the Harlandale area in San Antonio. Your road to recovery starts here. You know, Bobby, I was talking to Adam Reyes the other day, and he was wanting us to be sure to inform our listeners, our viewers, that when you're choosing a physical therapy clinic, you can choose any clinic. It's like open enrollment, so if you've got a physical therapy need, day 1 can do that. It's part of a law that passed recently, patients' rights and all. You can choose it.
So you mean there's actually a law passed that lets you actually do something
without a referral? Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly. You don't need a referral. You walk in, the doctor says you need some physical therapy or could benefit from it. You pick your clinic.
Well, let's see if the Hurricanes can get into the end zone. There's a flag on the play. Pass is caught, and it's completed to Ross. Maybe on Ross into the end zone, but there's a flag on the play.
They let the play go. They let the play go, Bob.
It's offside.
I think it's defensive offsides. Yep, it's declined. We're going to take the touchdown there, of course. But offsides against the defense. Flags get thrown. Free play. Even if Myvion had not been able to catch that one, it'd be first down again. He caught it. Don't have to worry about that. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Hurricanes answer right back, and it all started with that 4th and 6 play, that 27-yard completion to Hamilton, who got the ball to the 3-yard line.
Going for 2.
trying to make up for that last extra point. Ross, direct snap, will take it, and he doesn't get it. He is shy just about a couple inches. So a touchdown by Ross. Extra point, no good. The Hurricanes still trailing 21-19 with 2:15 to go in the second quarter. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex. Coach Robert Villafranca, I'm Bobby Mendez, Isaiah and Sebastian Castro on the cameras. Thank you for joining us. What an exciting ball game it has been, and we are able to get close to the completion of the first half. With 2:15 remaining, it's 21-19. Nice little drive for the Hurricanes. 9 plays, 74 yards. Still on his feet on the kickoff return.
Well, he put the ball on the ground and it bounced, a very fortunate bounce for the Jaguars, and both teams have really benefited from very fortunate bounces. The Hurricanes able to recover their own fumble that would have given the Jaguars some great field position, and here on the kickoff return, the ball's on the ground, and the Jaguars, this time they're lucky to retain possession. Imagine giving the Hurricanes the ball at this point in the game with a short field. You know, Bobby, we are going to stream all 20 games that are scheduled to be played here at the SAISD Sports Complex. You found us on RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube. Every game, all 20 games scheduled for this complex, we'll stream them on RC Audio Sports 2 on YouTube.
From their own 33, Earls out of the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield. Jaguars keep it on the ground. Nice run by the running back, Marquise Murray. And that's the 2-minute warning. So the break here in the second quarter with 2 minutes to go. 21-19. Coach, what do you got for us?
Well, let's visit about the Yvette Deas in her second year on our sponsorship team as well. There she is. Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Medicare made clear, legacies made stronger. Yvette Deas at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will simplify the Medicare process. It can get complicated. She'll simplify it, empowering you and your family to confidently choose the right plan for your unique health and financial needs. Yvette Deas, Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy.
Well, after that play, it was a 12-yard pickup, first down for the Jaguars. Now remember, they did win the toss. They elected to defer, so they would get the ball back to start the second half. So this a very important possession here for the Jaguars. And what a great defensive stop by the Hurricane defense. Number 2, that is Darren Gardner.
Well, an important possession for the Jaguars, but for the Hurricanes as well. You know, the two straight possessions here. If the Jaguars can get a score here, they'll get the ball right back after the halftime. So big possession for the Hurricanes defense.
Ball dropped, almost intercepted, but incomplete pass. I always feel, Coach, that the play obviously starts with a snap, but when it's a low snap like that Carter has to, but when Earls has to bend over to pick that snap up, that ruins the timing of the play, especially if it's designed to go quickly.
The timing is completely off. You got these timing routes, and it's going to really throw your timing off. That snap is so important.
Shotgun, good snap this time. Pass, middle of the field, completed to the big man, making some moves, and he just goes down.
Pass complete to number 12, Jatavius Washington.
Jatavius Washington now, he might have made a move and landed wrong because there was no one near him, and he went down. So Washington is we're going to need to take a quick break here.
We'll take an injury timeout, Bobby.
Injury timeout.
Day one physical therapy and sports medicine. Every patient receives individualized care focused on their unique needs. For more than 30 years, Adam and Stephanie Reyes have helped patients recover from injuries and surgery, restoring balance, strength, and function. They'll evaluate your needs and develop a treatment plan designed specifically for you. No referral is needed. Get back to doing what you love with Day One Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything.
Jatavius Washington, after the big catch, comes off the field. He limps off the field with a little bit of help. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Murray, the ball carrier for the Jaguars.
Jaguars keeping the ball on the ground. Earls on the keeper. Gets to about
on the 13-yard line.
To the 13-yard line. 2-yard gain for 32 seconds. Here we go. Low snap. Earls pump fakes. Takes it himself. Being chased from behind. Good stop there by the defense. 22 seconds. I think Jaguars definitely want to call a timeout. Stop the clock at 21. Talking about how important this drive is here for the Jaguars. Also because they do get the ball back in the second half.
The Hurricanes keeping the game within one score, and then, of course, if the Jaguars score here and then they get the ball right back, it's like two straight possessions. It's like coming to bat twice back-to-back here. So a big possession for both teams. Of course, it'll have a big impact on the outcome of this game. But the Jaguars still with one timeout left, 21 seconds left to play. That means with your timeout, you can run or you could pass the ball. All options available with that timeout. So,
why, Coach? I think this is why I feel this is very important for Austin LBJ to get in, because this has been such a close game, back and forth. This could give them that cushion that they need should they get score, and then of course start the second half with another score. So here we go. Marquise Earls out of the shotgun. One man in the backfield alongside Earls.
And the Hurricanes will call their second of three timeouts allowed. So a little bit of a chess game going on there. Coach Colquitt looking out there, not liking what he likes in the formation, maybe something new or maybe a tell there that he wants to share with his defense. But again, when we come out of this timeout, the Jaguars will have 21 seconds to move the ball about 15 yards, say 15 yards if they have a timeout. That timeout is big because that gives them a lot of options. You can throw the ball, you can run the ball. Of course, if you didn't have that timeout, you have to be real careful about running that ball and running out of time. 21 seconds, I'd say with a timeout, you got probably 3 plays left. 21 seconds without a timeout, it'd be 2 plays. With the timeout, I think there's 3. So you got 3 shots. You got I'm going to say 3 shots at the end zone here, but here it is. It's third down, so they only have 2 shots to move the chains here. So this is it's not like it's 3rd and goal. It's a 3rd and 7. They've got to think about making that first down too if they want to run 3 plays.
All right, trips to the top of your screen. Left side, pass is caught. Good defense. No, a couple of missed tackles. But still, the ball is in bounds. The receiver not able to get out of bounds, so that's going to force the Jaguars to call. Did they call another timeout?
Well, the official over there, LBJ gets their last timeout. A big tackle for the Hurricanes, getting him tackled inbounds, keeping the clock running. If he had been able to get to the sideline, wouldn't have to use that timeout. But now, no timeouts. 10 seconds to play. You got about a 4th and 6, 4th and 7.
Coach, so the play obviously went to the wide side of the field because closer to the sideline. Is it possible that they don't call it to the short side of the field to get out of bounds quicker because maybe it's on the opposing team sideline? Does that anything have to do with anything?
Well, I don't think that it was so much that they were thinking about the sideline. I think you have more space out there on that wide side. They were trying to get it to an athlete out there in space and more room to maneuver with. But 4th and short, the field goal team is on the field. So the Jaguars are willing to settle for a field goal here with 10 seconds left to play.
Snap, a hold, no. They're going to pivot, and the pass in the back of the end zone. It is caught. So it is a touchdown as the Austin LBJ Jaguars find a way to get it done.
Amazing. That was a fake field goal all the way. That was not a fire call. That was a fake field goal all the way. The holder took the snap and bootlegged out. Found a receiver in the back of the end zone uncovered, was able to deliver touchdown. LBJ, big score. This will give them an 8-point lead, and as you've mentioned several times already, Bob, that they're gonna get the ball back.
They sure do, and now they're going to try for the extra point to try and take it to the break with a 9-point game or lead. Excuse me. It hits the upright and no good. So bounced out.
Still 3 seconds. We're going to have a kickoff here before we go to the dressing room. But a big score for the Jaguars as they extend the lead to 8 points and go to the dressing room knowing that they're going to get the ball back. So a couple of big plays on that drive. One was to Jatavius Washington. He was injured on the field, but he made a big play. Got the ball in the red zone for the Jaguars, and then of course the fake field goal. Have to think about that play as a determinant play as we go through this game.
Yeah, and it's only going to leave 3 seconds on the clock here for Sam Houston. So basically, as long as they field, or maybe a fair catch, and then maybe have a chance for one play, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know, but if it goes to Ringo, I say no fair catch. Ringo, if it goes to you, don't fair catch it.
Yeah.
Man. Let's see what we can do. And the other return man is no slouch either. Back there with the Ringo is Jermaine Carson, who is again a linebacker and a running back and a return man. So it tells you how versatile that young man is. So here we go. The question will be, how will the Jaguars kick this ball off? Will it be a squib? Will it be a lob? Or are they going to challenge the Hurricanes to bring that ball back? I would go with squib, but that's me.
All right. There's a kick, and it's on the ground.
I call that a squib.
They will field it, and he goes down. That'll be the end of the first half. 27-19 our score. So we will take a quick break. And when we come back, we hope to have a halftime show. Wait, have we heard the band?
They played the national anthem. I haven't seen them on the field yet, but we'll be back and let you know. Here we go.
La familia no es una cosa importante. Es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
And we're back at the SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching this game on RC Audio Sports 2 on your YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do so while you're here, and you won't miss any of our action. You know, we've got all 20 games scheduled here at the complex. We have them scheduled to stream on RC Audio Sports 2. And one of the things that we do is we like to bring you the halftime performances at all the venues where we keep games. It looks like the Twisters look like they're about ready to take the field. But again, next we'll be back on RC Audio Sports 2 next Thursday. It will be Cole and YMLA. And then we'll be back here on Friday. It'll be Kennedy and Houston. Again, we'll get to stream a Houston game again. Bobby will be on RC Audio Sports, our original channel, RC Audio Sports without the 2, just RC Audio Sports on YouTube. And he'll be bringing us the Harlandale South Sand game. So all kinds of action on RC Audio Sports and RC Audio Sports 2. Of course, we keep social media as well to try to keep you apprised on all the things that are going on in 14.5A D2 and 26.5A. So make sure that you're following us on RC Audio Sports, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page. We even keep a Threads page. So if you're out there on Threads, follow us on Threads as well. So follow us on our social media. We love keeping the community abreast of all the things that are going on in 14.5A D2, 26.5A as well. Volleyball season going strong over there. Cross country going on in 26.5A. Here we go. I'm going to shut my mic down and I'm going to turn up the PA mic and we're going to enjoy.
Welcome Sam Houston Twisters onto the field as they perform to Ice Ice Baby. Stop, collaborate, and listen.
Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Celebrate. Without me, I said, shake it down, shake it like that.
And that was the Sam Houston dance team, the Twisters, they call themselves. Sam Houston Hurricanes. Dance team is the Twisters. I like that. And that is the halftime performance for today. It doesn't look like LBJ brought a halftime performance. The Sam Houston Hurricanes band is not taking the field, so we're assuming that they will not be performing this evening. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. The Jaguars leading the Hurricanes 27-19 after one half of play, and the Jaguars will be getting the opening kickoff for the second half as well. We are going to take a break and show some love to some people that show love to us. We wouldn't be here without them.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD,
We come together
family is
as a
practicing and
community,
making
and
art.
we're just a big family.
It's fulfilling your
And they like
duty
coming to school
with
because
honor.
if we don't come to school,
It's
we
playing
can't
to
learn.
win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you
Have the
ready for
technology
college
at their fingertips. They have
or
all
getting
the
you
tools
ready
that
for
they
your
need.
career.
And SAISD adapts
And at
to their changing times.
SAISD, the founding school district.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Come on, Victor. Right. Go.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. I'm Robert Villafranca, and alongside Bobby Mendes. Sebastian Castro is here, along with Isaiah Castro at the cameras, and we're bringing you as Austin LBJ versus the Sam Houston Hurricanes. It's the opening game of the season for both of these teams. They have opened the last 3 seasons against each other. The Jaguars have been victorious in the previous two previous two matchups. This is a matchup for this year. The Jaguars, coached by Joseph Rawls, and the Houston Hurricanes, coached by Richard Colquitt, first year at the helm, coming over from Nimitz High School in the Houston area. Last year, both of these teams were 6-0 in district play. They were district champions, so what you're looking at is a battle of 2 defending district champions. Last year, as we said, LBJ beat Houston 47-13. They have not had much trouble or they haven't had much trouble against the Hurricanes in the previous 2 seasons, and the Hurricanes putting up a good battle here with them today. Got some impact players for the both teams. Marquise Murray, you've seen him in action. Joshua Walker Washington, and also Joshua Covington, who's not listed on our graphic there, but he's also an impact player for the Jaguars. On the Hurricanes, we've got Jermaine Carson, Xavier Youngblood, and of course Myvie and Franklin Ross. They have all 3 done a lot of damage here tonight against their opponent. We are grateful to all who have joined our sponsorship team. We wouldn't be here without you, and we ask you to, if the occasion arises, we ask you to please patronize their businesses, as they have shown a lot of loyalty to their communities by sponsoring, by supporting our efforts here at RC Audio Sports. When you're injured, every day matters. Day One Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine is focused on getting you moving, feeling stronger, and getting you back to doing what you love. From sports injuries to everyday aches and pains, Adam and Stephanie Reyes and their experienced team will provide personalized care specifically designed for you and your goals. Don't wait to start your recovery. Make today day one with Day One Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, now with 2 locations located conveniently, one in Stone Oak, one on the south side of San Antonio in the Harlandale ISD area. Your road to recovery starts here. And remember that you need no referral to walk into a physical therapy clinic. If a doctor has advised you of a need for physical therapy after surgery or an injury, or maybe age and things are happening that you could benefit from therapy, you have every right to choose your clinic. Day One Physical Therapy and Medicine has been doing what they do for over 30 years, and they will see you through your pain. We appreciate them joining our team. Our team as well, Anthony Martinez at Southway Ford. Happy to have him on board. Southway Ford, located very conveniently on the south side of town on IH-35 between Zarzamora and Highway 16. Anthony is always there waiting to get you the best deal that is possible. When you're looking for a great deal on your next vehicle, you can look for Anthony Martinez at Matt Cake Southway Ford. Anthony is ready to help you find the right new or pre-owned vehicle at the right price with friendly, no-pressure service you can always count on. Whether you're looking for a tough F-Series truck, a versatile SUV, or something for the whole family, or maybe your teen's first car. Your teen might be needing a Mustang. You never know. Your call. Anthony has you covered. Stop by Mac Hague Southway Ford and ask for Anthony Martinez. Mac Hague Southway Ford, where San Antonio drives away happy.
It's game time.
And Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Second year on our team. We appreciate her support of what we do. You know, she makes a Medicare made clear, Legacy's made stronger. Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will simplify the Medicare process, empowering you and your family to confidently choose the right plan for your unique health and financial needs. The Soul Rose mission goes beyond enrollment. They're dedicated to educating and guiding their clients through one of life's most important decisions, helping protect their health today while preserving the legacy that they leave tomorrow. Whether you're newly eligible to Medicare or reassessing your current plan, Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will be there to help you navigate with clarity, care, and purpose. And don't be mistaken, the name is Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy, but Yvette can help you with your needs far beyond Medicare. She's a specialist in marketplace healthcare. She can set you up with a dental plan that's right for you, a vision plan that's right for you, or if you're looking for a life insurance policy, she can help you through that too. Insurance can get kind of complicated. It's good to have somebody that you trust, like Yvette Diaz, who's studying the market constantly and will find the best match for your needs in insurance, in an insurance policy. And 7 Cents Media, of course, the Castros, when they're not working with us, this is what they do. 7 Cents Media, they can help you professionally produce a video, whether you're looking for a podcast, you're looking for a marketing video, you're trying to create a commercial for yourself, streaming a quinceanera or a wedding or something important. 7 Cents Media can do that for you. You see the work that the Castros do here while we're streaming, and they can do the same for you. Very professional work that you will get from 7 Cents Media. And we'd like to take an opportunity to say thank you to SAISD. This is RC Audio Sports bringing you all 20 games scheduled here at the SAISD Sports Complex. And we couldn't do this without the trust of SAISD and their athletic department. Well, the whole ISD bringing us on. And this is the 4th year that Bobby and I have done this. And it is just a labor of love. Really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, Coach, it's been great, the partnership with SAISD, and it shows their commitment not just to sports, but to making sure that these games are available to everyone. Everyone can watch these games here, from all games that are here at the SAISD Sports Complex, and as well as over at Alamo Stadium. So that shows the commitment that SAISD has to their community, and we're grateful to be partnered with SAISD to handle all the games here at this sports complex.
You know, through the years, Bobby, that we've had viewers come on and let us know that they're watching from Kuwait, they're watching from Abu Dhabi, they're watching from New York, Monterey, England, Egypt. We had a viewer tell us once that she was a hostess for an airline, and she was up in the air traveling to Las Vegas, I believe, and watching her niece play a volleyball game while she was at work there on an airplane. So the WWW is real. It's worldwide. I should have looked up that. The name is not coming to me right now. I know there's a junior defensive lineman for the Burbank Bulldogs who has a grandmother who lives in Hawaii, and she comes on all the time. Of course, she's not going to be able to make every game in person. She comes out once a year. She tries to come once a year to watch her grandson play in person, but she's able to watch him play every single time he plays at the complex or at Alamo Gym at Alamo Stadium, and we're just glad to be a part of that. Appreciative of SAISD for giving us the opportunity. With that in mind, we are going to take one more short break, and we'll come back and give you a little summary on the first half of play here at the SAISD Sports Complex.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we welcome you back to the SAISD Sports Complex. This is Robert Villafranca. We're on the Desi Martinez and Associates pregame show. We are going to stream the Austin LBJ Jaguars are visiting the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Speaking of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, we've got Coach Richard Colquitt, who has taken the helm of this proud program. Coach, tell us, well, first of all, welcome to San Antonio. Let me say that.
Thank you for that welcome.
Thank you for your time
Yes,
here.
sir.
Coach, tell us what you've learned about these Hurricanes in the time that you've been leading them.
Just love that. Learn that these kids, they love football. They breathe it, they love it. Coming off a district championship last year, the goal is to get there again. And the work that they put in the weight room and film and in meetings, is the work to get back to that point. So, man, I've learned a lot since being here in April. And the most thing that I learned is that these kids, they love the game of football and they want to be successful, and we're working to make sure that happens.
Coach, I had in mind to ask you, this is a defending district champion, a lot of returners, and I was thinking, the challenge sometimes a team like this who has won a district championship and still have years of eligibility left, or a year of eligibility left, might rest on their laurels. But you're telling me that this is not a team. This is a team that's pretty self-motivated.
They are self-motivated. Like I say, winning this championship, that's a lot of motivation, because the expectation for this team from the community, from the school, from our athletic department is for us to be at the top of the district again. And so the kids know that they have to put the work in. They can't, think about what happened last year. Now it's a new year. So now we have to put the work in to make sure, at the end of November or beginning of November, we're standing at the top as district champions.
There you go. We look going for your back-to-back championships.
Yes,
Coach, we've had the privilege of streaming a bunch of Houston Hurricane games, and so we know some of the names on the roster. One of them that stands out to us is Jermaine Carson. I feel like he's one of the best defenders in the area. Tell us about young Jermaine.
He's a special player. Starting the linebacker for us, but he will also play some offense. He's one of those kids that he has to be on the field somewhere, and the things that he does with the football in his hands is amazing. But the things that he does on defense is amazing. So he will be on the field all the time. One of our senior leaders, and just a special player. And, when you take over a program, you want to find those special players, and Jermaine Carson is definitely one of those players.
Coach, you mentioned the football in your hands, and I think about Xavier Youngblood, your junior quarterback last year. Started for the first time as a sophomore. And we were, Coach, if I may just interject, I'm certainly you're watching his development as well. But we were so impressed, not just with the skill set, but his decision making as a sophomore. Tell us about what do you see in Xavier Youngblood?
Me being a former offensive coordinator, it starts with the quarterback. And when you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And we definitely have one of the best quarterbacks, I think, around in the city. Xavier is nothing but a top player in the city. So having him, be a signal caller, having experience as a sophomore, coming back as a junior, he's, took in a new offense, and, he's ran with it, and, he's been nothing but great and a great leader for our offense as a quarterback. So I'm blessed to take over a job that has a returning quarterback coming back. So, and he's a junior, so he's coming back next year. So he's been nothing but great since I've been there.
Good stuff. We like to touch on defense, we like to touch on offense, but you've got a player on your squad, I think that he's hard to label. Myvion Franklin Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, can do a lot of things. Talk to us about Myvion.
He's an athlete. Like you say, he does a lot of things, man. He's going to line up out wide for us. He's going to line up in the slot. He'll line up in the backfield. Just a smart football player. Like he knows ball. And when I first got here, he was one of the first kids I met. And he said, Coach, anything you need, I got you. And so he's another one of our captains and leaders, but he's just a football player. No matter where you put him, he's going to make an impact. And so I love kids like that, and Myvion is definitely one of those kids.
We've seen him in crunch time a couple of times, just really make a difference in ball games. Coach, thank you for visiting with us. We wish you all the best tonight and all season long. It's Richard Colquitt, the head coach of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, Robert Villafranca with RC Audio Sports on the Desi Martinez and Associates pregame show. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Of course. And anytime y'all need me, let me know. I got you. Yes, sir. We'll do. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Likewise.
That was the pregame interview with Coach Colquitt there before today's game. So we had just completed halftime, 27-19 our score. The half ended with a drive for the Austin LBJ Jaguars getting into the end zone on a fake field goal attempt, and they extended their lead 27-19. So now the Sam Houston Hurricanes ready to kick off, and they do it. Short kick, bounces on the ground and picked up at the 35, 40, brought down right at midfield.
Bobby, I'm going to go out here maybe a little bit on a limb and say that this is the series for the Houston Hurricanes. Getting a 2-touchdown lead, I don't know. They haven't had a whole lot of success in slowing them down, but getting 2 touchdowns means that you're going to have to deny at least 3 possessions and score on those 3 as well. They're pretty evenly matched. 1 touchdown away, I think, is within reach. If the Hurricanes allow this one to get out beyond a single score, it's going to be a tough and a steep hill to climb for the rest of the game.
Yep, and it because of how close it was, and that's why it was so important in that first half for that Hurricane defense to make a stop. On the loose, that is the quarterback Earls as he goes over to the right side but knocked out of bounds.
We got a flag back here at the initial contact, and I think there might have been a hand on a face mask. We'll see what the referee tells us. It's a face mask against the offense, and Earls, that's what I thought on the stiff arm. He landed his palm right there on the defender's face mask, and the referee back there, the referee, the white hat, his primary purpose, he's watching that quarterback the whole time. They're mainly to protect him from being, getting a roughing the passer call or whatever. But his eyes are on that quarterback for the first part of the play at least. And sure enough, the palm on the face mask is not allowed, whether you're offense or defense. 15-yard penalty, that one's going to cost.
Well, that could be a big help here for the Sam Houston Hurricane defense if they can make a stop again. And they do a big tackle. Lots of help on that one there.
I'm waiting to see that jersey come up. Number 2 for the Houston Hurricanes is Treston Zachary, and boy, did he come up in a hurry and lay a shot.
So it brings up a second down.
I'm going to have to correct myself. That's not number 2. That's 7, Jalen Turner. Big hit by Turner. Let's give credit where it's due.
Second down, 25 here from their own 35. It's a screen play and the miscommunication. So he was looking, I believe he was looking to get it to his running back, Marquise Murray.
Bobby, Aiden Ward, however, read that screenplay from the snap, and he was over there in a hurry. The running back is asking for an interference call, but he's behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure that you can interfere with somebody that's getting a pass behind the line of scrimmage. Aiden Ward, boy, he read that one right from the get-go.
3rd and 25 now here for Austin LBJ. 5 wide receivers set, 3 to our near side, 2 to the far side. Earls slips, falls, breaks, and goes down. And that's going to be a 3 and out. So that's a big stop big there time for the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
Boy, you just can't say how big that stop was. And again, it's one of those incidents where the offense is going from left to right, but actually going right to left is a negative yardage on all of those plays, and or no yardage at all. But a 3 and out is huge for the Houston Hurricanes. They'll get the ball back and keep the game, keep the difference within one score. I need to get that 11th man out there on the field, Tyron Sanders.
Oh boy, and what a short kick! If anything, that kick is negative, and it will be right inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line is where they're going to spot it.
What a turn of events! The Hurricanes giving up a fake field goal for a touchdown right before the half, and that halftime dressing room was intense, and the Jaguars kind of opening the door up for the Hurricanes here in the early going. Could have had the ball and had an opportunity to get a 2-score lead. Instead, turned the ball over.
Coach, this is the best starting position that the Sam Houston Hurricanes have had all night long.
Get the ball in the red zone. You can't complain.
2 receivers to our near side and 2 to the far side. Rolling left side, Youngblood, pass is caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Ariante Cooper at the end of that pass, and again, Boy, the maturity, Xavier Youngblood, man, I just love watching that young man quarterback. He's just a quick little roll to his left, a timing pattern, he finds his receiver. First play of the second half, boy, score. Houston,
First play took 8 seconds. One play, 19-yard pass completion. Houston right back in it. Ariante Cooper, the senior wide receiver, big catch.
Big catch. It looks like the Hurricanes are going back out to try a 2-point conversion here, down by 2. They can tie the score here, but the 25-second clock just started rolling. That's going to help the Hurricanes just a bit. Looks like it's getting windy out there, Bob. Getting a right to left wind. The wind coming out of south, so the Hurricanes will have the wind at their back this quarter.
9 seconds on the play clock. Keep it on the ground, up the middle, and into the end zone. The sidelines are pumped. The Hurricanes convert the 2-point conversion.
Jaden Hamilton with the handoff. That's essentially the same play that they ran the last time they had a 2-point conversion attempt. This time they're successful. So what a turn of events. We were looking at the Jaguars opening up a 2-score lead, and instead they turned the ball over, hand the ball to the Hurricanes in the red zone. 1-play touchdown, 2-point conversion. We've got a tie game with 10 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Hey, so maybe it wasn't that important that Austin LBJ had the ball at the last possession of the first half.
Well, I mean, it was, but they conceded that by giving up the touchdown. They flipped the field,
and then giving them great field position.
A 15-yard penalty, and then I think the wind had something. The flag is not in my field of view here. I've got to look around the corner.
Yeah,
but
look at that. Those, looking at the.
That's a pretty stiff wind right here. That's at the Sam Houston Hurricanes' back. So the Hurricanes will have the wind at their back for the third quarter. It'll be tough for the Jaguars to throw against that wind now, but they will have it in the fourth quarter. So we'll see what the Hurricanes can do in the third quarter. I think that that wind is going to limit your offense when you're throwing into it.
Hurricanes ready to kick off. And that is Jaden Tryon kicking. That's a deep kick. That's going to roll into the end zone.
That'll be a touchback. You don't have to feel the kickoff once it gets into the end zone. After 10 yards, it's a live ball. Gets into the end zone, it's a touchback. So the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Again, the Houston Hurricanes using the wind to their advantage and able to kick the ball out of the end zone and not allow a return. So those are the little things that add up. Coach, you had some things that you wanted to share about Coach Colquitt that we had learned.
Yeah,
about
Coach
him.
Colquitt coming in from Houston area, started out in Port Arthur, Texas. Just kind of getting a little bit of background information on Coach Colquitt, and it's not very often that a lot of coaching changes happen, but it's not very often you come over and you already take on over a program that has such already everything is set and ready to go for him. So good decision for both Coach Colquitt and SAISD to have him here. And the carry by Murray. He's brought down at the 31-yard line after a few yards of a pickup.
And Coach, and Bobby, one of the things that kind of was a little bit under the radar, but Coach Colquitt taking over a district champion. Much love to Jeremy Williams. I mean, he did some great things with Houston, but it's Coach Colquitt's program now, and he changed their offense.
Yeah.
So he comes over. It's a defending district champions game. That's a bold move. That's a lot of confidence in yourself.
And you look at what the Hurricanes are doing today on the field, and a team that they played a couple of times already, and it really just kind of looked like Austin LBJ the last 2 years came in expecting to win, and now we're in the third quarter here. We're tied up.
Neither game in the last 2 years was within 30 points. So this is a big confidence builder for the Hurricanes.
Left side, Marquise Murray. Left side, breaks a few tackles, and there's a big pickup there for the Jaguars.
Oh, the coaching staff over at the University of New Mexico has got to like that. Murray committed to them and headed that way once he graduates from Austin LBJ. He's got a skill set. He can run the ball too.
Certainly, and he's quick and big. on that 29-yard gain. A little bit of movement there.
Whistles now will stop the play. That'll tell you that's against the offense. So the second penalty here in the second half for the Jaguars. They were pretty penalty free. I'm trying to think. I can't remember a penalty that they had in the first half, but two penalties here already in the third quarter, knocking them back, keeping them off schedule just a little bit. We'll see if Earls and the Jaguars, Murray can right the course.
They did have one penalty, Coach, on their very first possession.
Oh,
low snap on the ground, and boy, oh boy, they had to get rid of that one.
Boy, that's interesting. I don't know that he had a receiver over there. He was outside of the tackle box, and you got to reach the line of scrimmage if you're going to throw the ball away. He just kind of lobbed it over there to the sideline. I don't know that he had a receiver over there. The official's thinking about this and going to talk this over.
Does it matter in high school if they're still in the pocket or outside the pocket?
Yes. And obviously the officials feel like there was someone in the vicinity of the throw. So an incomplete pass, the line of scrimmage will remain right there at the Sam Houston 41-yard line, 2nd and 15.
So another chance here for Marquise Earls. Dropping back. Looking, try to got rid of the football, and passes incomplete.
Passes incomplete because Landon South knocked it down.
And he was looking for Samson Rodamy.
He had the Jaguars like that screenplay, and they've tried that 3 times, successful only once with it. Aiden Ward busted up the play once, and this time Landon South, the sophomore defensive lineman, there right in the backfield and denying that screen pass.
Hurricanes defense looking to make another stop here, trying to avoid the big plays for the Jaguars. Another bad snap on the ground. Earl's just going to have to drop right on top of the football.
Going, intending to go left to right, but going right to left here. Negative yardage for the Jaguars in the second half. I'm going to venture you can't call that penalty a negative yardage, but I'm going to venture they've got. Well, they had a big offensive play, so they're right about at net zero here in the third quarter. 4th and very, very long.
They lost 24 yards on that play alone.
This is, remember, they're punting into the wind. Laid onto the field is Mario Ringo. He'll be punting into the wind.
Almost got a piece of it.
Oh, my gosh. I thought it was blocked.
Picked up off the ground. Nice little run across the 40-yard line.
That's going to be Jermaine Carson, who Coach Colquitt says can do it all. He can handle the ball, he can carry the ball, and he can tackle the ball carrier, and there he is returning kicks. Jermaine Carson, he's tough. You know, he's not the biggest guy in green and orange there tonight, but I'm telling you, he can play football. Number 21 for the Hurricanes is Jermaine Carson, a 4-year letter for the Canes.
So the Canes, Coach, with one of their, I think maybe their first or second opportunity here to actually take the lead here. They're now spotted at the 43-yard line, their own 43. Youngblood out of the shotgun with 2 receivers over to our near side. They send the far side receiver in motion. Hand the ball off. Hamilton gets a great burst of speed as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Got to the 48, maybe the 49.
Positive yardage, staying on schedule. Again, I'm gonna underscore the point that you made earlier, Bobby. Just patience. It just seems like there's a lot of confidence. I think Coach Colquitt is conveying some of that confidence. I think Xavier Youngblood does the same thing as a field general over there. Really impressed.
Trips to the top of the screen. They keep it on the ground, and great running by Hamilton as he got to the 45-yard line, picking up a first down for the Hurricanes.
Shout out to the offensive lineman, Bobby, Trinidad Carpenter, Sincere Brown, Jay Ramey. Orozco, I'm going to tell you something about Jay Ramey. Elijah Johnson and Peter Ramirez, the offensive linemen that are really creating some creases there for Hamilton and the other running backs to get some positive yardage between tackles. Jay Ramey, Orozco. Bookmark that.
2 receivers to the top of the screen and 1 to our near side. 1 man in the backfield, that's Hamilton. Youngblood out of the shotgun here with 6:20 to go in the third quarter. They give it to Hamilton again. Hamilton, another quick burst of speed, but this time only about a yard gain up to the 40, we'll call it the 43-yard line.
Wearing number 71, J. Ramey Orozco is the center here. Bobby, he's the 4th Orozco brother to play center for the Hurricanes. He's got 3 brothers that preceded him. All 4 of the Orozco brothers have been centers for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. How's that?
That is awesome. You know, centers are the leader of the offensive line, exactly. So the Orozco's doing a good job if each one of their boys has been a center for the Hurricanes. Youngblood drops back. Oh, easy play, trying to get it over to Hamilton. Just a little pitch and catch, trying to get the easy play, doesn't happen.
Had Hamilton in space and just unable to connect there. I know that Xavier Youngblood would like to have another opportunity at that throw. He had Hamilton out here in space. He had 1 guy to beat, and after that it was going to be a lot of green turf, and there was going to be some catching up to do for the Jaguar defense. 3rd and about 8. Not sure that this is 4-down territory. I don't know that you got to. I think you got to get within 5 yards before you go for it on 4th here.
So let's see what the Jaguars do defensively with trips to our near side. Youngblood with Hamilton in the backfield. Youngblood dropping back, has pressure, ducks, and he goes down. The pressure from the right side.
Well, that'll make it even a tougher decision to go for it on 4th down, a 5-yard loss. And they were on Youngblood in a hurry. You know, he doesn't take many sacks. He's going to throw that ball away. Again, a very good decision maker, but that defender was on him in a hurry, and I think he felt like he could make him miss.
Right, he tried to duck under Jacob Organ, who got the sack. Now the punting unit out onto the field. And whistles will blow.
There's a feeling you get ready, you get inspired. You feel like creating or expressing yourself. And no matter how old you are, you want to share your creativity with your friends. And maybe what you create will do some good, not just for you, but for others. The San Antonio Independent School District knows this and has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
The Hurricanes called a timeout. They wanted a little bit of extra time to make sure they get this punt off, and now they're going for it. It's a run by Ross, 4th and 16.
Felt like he had a shot. You got a guy named Ivian Ross, Franklin Ross on your team. Why not take that shot shy of the first down? The ball will go over. I want to share this shot of the full moon here from the SAISD Sports Complex. Had a couple, Mother Nature's not been real kind to us over the last couple of nights, but there's a beautiful moon out there for us tonight to enjoy, rising over the visiting bleachers. Great shot there by Isaiah Castro.
So from their own 46-yard line, the Austin LBJ Jaguars will now take over with the football, still tied at 27. Earls almost dropped the ball, being chased out of the pocket, and the defense able to get a hold of Earls and bring him down. Marquise Murray checked at the ball carrier.
I think that was a wildcat formation. Looked like a direct snap over there to Murray. But Murray or Earls, both of them having trouble getting that snap. And it's going to be something that the Jaguars are going to have to work on before they move on to throughout the rest of the season. That's been hurting them tonight.
Murray again takes the snap. This time he hands it off to a smaller back, brought down. The back this time was Samson Rodamy.
Marquise Rice, a defensive back, coming up on that. A lot of times when you think of Sam Houston Hurricanes, the first thing that comes to mind is offense and the offensive prowess. But over the past few years, and certainly under Coach Williams' leadership, man, their defense has been outstanding.
First down for the Jaguars. Handoff once again on the ground to the smaller back, Samson Rodamy. But big yards being picked up by Rodamy. He's down to the 35-yard line.
The Jaguars, a little change of strategy here, going off tackle, attacking the edges. They were having some success up the middle and have decided that that's not going to be where they want to attack on this possession. Interesting to see Washington back in the game. Jatavius Washington left after a big gain.
Good for him.
Good for him and good for the Jags. Good for all of us.
Handoff, no, kept by Murray. Murray left side, their best athlete, the 25 sideline, and he will not be stopped getting into the end zone. As the adjustment there by getting Marquise Murray at, I guess, Wildcat?
A little Wildcat formation. They've gone to that. Murray has been able to get the job done. Got an injury timeout here, Bobby, on the field. That gives us an opportunity to remind you that at Day 1 Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, every patient receives individualized care focused on their unique needs. For more than 30 years, Adam and Stephanie Reyes have helped patients recover from injuries and surgery, restoring balance, strength, and function. They'll evaluate your needs and develop a treatment plan designed specifically for you. No referral is needed. Get back to doing what you love with Day 1 Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
La familia no es una cosa importante. Es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
The Jaguars going to take that penalty right here, half the distance to the goal, and maybe take the tee off the field and go for two.
Yes, certainly changes the chances of them, especially how close this game has been. With an opportunity, I know people often say, you don't take points off the board.
The tee stayed on there, but now we've got a time. We're going to think about this. I don't know that you take that penalty half the distance, take the points off the board, move up half the distance, and kick it again. The only reason that you'd want to take that penalty is to get an opportunity to go for two. So there we go. This makes a little bit more sense.
So the Jaguars back out on offense is back out onto the field.
It's Murray leading the offense as well.
So Murray took the last snap and took it 35 yards into the end zone. Again, a low snap, but Murray, such a great athlete, able to just make it happen and get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So our score with 2:51 to go here in this third quarter, it's the Sam Houston Hurricanes 27, the Austin LBJ Jaguars 35.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Back here at SAISD Sports Complex, where the Austin LBJ Jaguars just went on a 4-play drive, got into the end zone on a 35-yard touchdown run by Marquise Murray, who had been taking the last few snaps for the Jaguars. And I feel like Coach Rawls maybe had an adjustment and said, I think this is a little too close for comfort for us. Let's just give the ball to our best athlete and see what he can do for us.
Let's snap it right to him. I'm not sure if that's we call Murray the backup quarterback or taking the snap in a wildcat formation. Either way, it's working for the Jags, as the University of New Mexico commit has done a great job on the possessions.
Short kick, nope, not a fair catch. And I believe that was Zachary with the run. Ross. Maybe in Ross, the ball carrier, and he will have pretty decent field position for the Hurricanes.
And I don't want to make too much of a point about the wind, but those flags are out there pretty stiff. We got just under 3 minutes. I think that it'll be really hard to throw the ball against the wind when the Houston Hurricanes move into the fourth quarter. We keep putting these moments of urgency on the Hurricanes, but I think this possession is extremely important. This is going to be probably the last possession that they're going to have with the wind at their backs.
Well, one of the possessions that made it very clear was when Austin LBJ tried to punt the ball, and it was basically punted against a brick wall.
Went backwards.
So you're right. This is absolutely an important possession here for the Hurricanes as they trail 8 points. Handoff. I believe that's Hamilton. Gets a good little surge up to the 40-yard line.
The Hurricanes doing a good job on the ground, but again, with the option to pass, it doesn't allow the Jaguars to put a whole bunch of defenders in the box. And so, got another Hurricane go down. Got an injury timeout. We are going to take a break while he gets tended to, and we'll be back.
We come together as a community, and we're just a big family.
And they like coming to school because if we don't come to school, we can't learn.
Me gusta aprender libros y matemáticas.
Our kids have the technology at their fingertips. They have all the tools that they need, and SAISD adapts to their changing times.
It's like the heat is taking its toll here on the Hurricanes. And, you know, the Hurricanes, a lot of these kids go, they play both ways. And so a day like this, I'm just looking at my watch here. It is still over 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's been a brutal August. You know, it wasn't too bad in June, not so bad in July, but it looks like August is making up for the rest of what we didn't have. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 6 here for the Hurricanes. Youngblood looking, firing, cross. A little bit too much on that one there, so the pass is incomplete.
Tristan, you know, that wind can work for you or against you. And Tristan Zachary had gotten behind the defender, and Mario Ringo back there too. I think there was a little miscommunication on the routes. They had they ran those routes awfully close to each other, allowing defenders to cover. One defender really covering both. But again, Xavier Youngblood putting that one in the air, got a little bit too much help from the wind, and it sailed over both of the receivers. 3rd down and 6, big down here. This will be the last time I think they get the ball with the wind at their backs.
Rolling right side, Youngblood firing quick, passes incomplete.
Ariante Cooper, the intended receiver there, just unable to hold on to it. So a 4th down and 6. The last time we were in a similar situation, the Hurricanes did try to fake that punt to no avail. I don't know, they're a little further back here. Not sure that they'll do it again. The element of surprise may be gone. But again, punting the ball with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. They're going to punt this one away to number 7 waiting for it. That's Elijah McAdory. This will be a good time for the Hurricanes to really sail a kick. Oh, they're going to sail the snap instead. Line drive.
Nice little punt. It's going to take a good bounce. Rolling inside the 15. Rolling, and it'll be tapped at the 13-yard line where that will be downed. And now the Jaguars will have the football with 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. We've seen the Jaguars do long drives. They've started once on their 2nd possession at their own 10-yard line, which resulted in a quick touchdown on 3 plays. So the Jaguars certainly do have the ability for long drives as well. Shotgun. Earls, plenty of time. Pass across the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marquise Murray.
I'll give you one more opportunity to see that beautiful moon that we are watching here from the press box. Again, Mother Nature can wreak havoc on your day, or it can also bring you some delight there. The full moon rising over the visitors' bleachers there. And we're enjoying it here on this press box. Isaiah Castro with the moon shot.
This is a better shot than the earlier one because we were right. The lights were blocking the view. Nice little hit there by the Hurricanes as the Rodamy was trying to get away from the defender, but met up with a couple of Hurricanes.
Talk about blocking your view. The Hurricane defense doing a good job of blocking the view. It's still got Murray back there, and I'm going to call him the backup quarterback here. I'm not going to call that the Wildcat formation anymore, but Murray taking the snaps and getting it done for the Jaguars.
Murray with trips to the left side. He hand the ball off again. Up the middle. Plenty of room. One man to beat. 1st down as Marquise Murray. Let's check that. It's Samson Rodamy calls the play for the official.
Tyron Sanders, the sophomore, with a touchdown saving play there. And Murray doing a good job. That was a read option, making the right decision, handing the ball off to the running back, and showing some great patience, showing some great decision-making.
33-yard run for the Jaguars on the 1st down. The clock will continue to run here at 30 seconds. So bringing up 2nd down and 7.
The Jaguars don't have to snap the ball here. Looks like they will. Nonetheless. Here comes Murray.
Murray will keep it, and he'll get across the 40, and he'll get. I think it's enough for a 1st down.
Official agrees with you. The chain's moving down the field.
And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. 35-27 the score here from SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports 2.
And you're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports 2. You wouldn't be able to do that without our sponsors. When you're looking for a great deal on your next vehicle, Anthony Martinez at Matt Haig Southway Ford is your guy. Anthony is ready to help you find the right new or pre-owned vehicle at the right price with friendly, no-pressure service you can count on. Whatever you're looking for, something conservative or maybe that Ford Mustang that you've been wanting all your life, Anthony's got you covered. Stop by Matt Haig Southway Ford and ask for Anthony Martinez. Matt Haig Southway Ford, where San Antonio drives away happy.
Coach, I think it's you that's been wanting that Mustang. I think I've heard it a few times already.
Maybe
in a couple of different ads.
Maybe a sweetheart is listening, and Christmas is right around the corner. You never know. I wouldn't turn down a Mustang.
All right. Well, they're certainly fun to drive. All right, getting ready to start the 4th quarter here, and Austin LBJ really trying to take a hold of this game and get some separation, a little bit greater separation, if you will. Ball is down as, is that Earls?
Earls is back
Earls
in the
is
game.
back in, and he'll get tackled for a loss. Nice tackle there by Aiden Ramirez.
Murray did a great job, and I'm trying to maybe I'm seeing too much into this, but with your offense going into the wind, maybe Coach Rawls is thinking we're not going to throw the ball that much. Let's keep it on the ground. And now that they can throw the ball, Earls had another opportunity. But why fix something that's not broken? Murray, Marquise Murray, the second, is right back in at the quarterback spot.
This is now the 7th play of this drive here. The Jaguars moving from right to left. Keeping the ball, Murray, right side. He'll get brought down right around the 35, or check that. Yeah, the 35-yard line or so.
He made the play entertaining there. It looked like he meant to hand it off, and there was a little bit of a bobble. He was able to juggle that and get it back into his possession. Fortunately for the Jaguars, there was not a hurricane around to hit him at that point, so a big gain after very close to losing control of the ball.
Marquise Murray out of the shotgun with 2 receivers stacked to the left side, one to the right side. We've not yet seen him attempt a pass, and he is going to attempt a pass. Has pressure, and he will be brought down. He lets go of the football. The football's still in bounds, and it looks like the Hurricanes might have grabbed possession before he fell out of bounds.
I'm not seeing a call here. The
Yeah,
referee
there's a call.
says there's the indication. Oh, my.
You know what, Coach? I was going to comment that he has not gone. I did comment that we haven't seen him attempt a pass yet, but he has 2 gloves on. And I was kind of curious, is he going to, can you call that with him? Attempt that he might not be passing since he's got gloves on, and then here's what happens: he fumbles the football.
And I don't think that was a called pass. I think that he was trying to improvise there, and the play kind of broke down, and he's thinking that he might throw the ball, and again he might not be clothed to throw a football.
So the Hurricanes.
So it kind of gives more credence to the idea that he was running the ball against the wind. They weren't going to throw the ball there, and that's why Marquise Murray was running at quarterback. Earls came in with the wind at their back. So anyway, we'll see. It's nice to I like to tear these things apart.
Yeah, 10:22 to go in the 4th quarter. The Hurricanes defense with a big turnover here, and now an opportunity for the Hurricanes from their own 48 to pass. Incomplete. So it's going to be important here for the Hurricanes to try and capitalize.
Ariante Cooper complaining that he was being held, but none of the officials will agree with him there. So an incomplete pass will stand, 2nd down and 10, and that was a great indicator there for Coach Colquitt. We're going to throw the ball with the wind at our backs or not. So first opportunity with the wind at their face, they put the ball in the air.
Out of the shotgun for Youngblood, sends Zachary in motion. Youngblood looking, fires, going deep. Ball is a little short, and the pass is incomplete. There were maybe three Jaguars in the vicinity there. But he was looking for Mario Ringo, the playmaker.
Mario Ringo had the ball in his hands, but he was the second person to touch the ball. It had been deflected, and that meant that increases the difficulty of making a catch. But, he put himself in a position where he might have been able to catch that ball. It looked like a missed opportunity for the Hurricanes. Over here, taking the play from the sideline, Coach Colquitt, 7 seconds left to snap the ball. They're going to have a tough time getting this one off.
3 seconds now. They are set. It looked like there was a man in the neutral zone, but Youngblood now scrambling, gets rid of the football, throws it out of bounds and incomplete. So 3 straight incomplete passes for Youngblood and the Hurricanes. They were not able to do anything with that turnover that the defense had. Still one more play. I'm not sure if the Hurricanes want to play it safe and punt the ball away.
Well, I don't know if that's playing it safe or not. I don't know how much you get from a punt into a stiff wind like this. You might get 0 out of a punt. You might be better off running a play. But
great point.
This first opportunity here for the Hurricanes with the wind in their faces, they're going to go ahead and take a shot at it, or at least it looks like a punt formation. Yeah.
At least give the appearance that they're going to punt it. And they do. Nice punt, by the way. Into the wind, will roll out of bounds inside the 30. The officials will spot it at the 29. So 9:50 to go here in this ball game.
I'll take that 21-yard punt. That's about all you're going to get here. No return. I'll take that kicking into the wind. But a missed opportunity for the Hurricanes after the Jaguars had left the ball right there at midfield. The Hurricanes unable to do anything with that opportunity. The Hurricanes still trailing by 8 points, and the Jags with the ball again. I think, again, as I said, and it becomes more, becomes more true as the game goes on. A 2-touchdown lead, I think, is going to be insurmountable.
Oh, I agree with that, and that's why each possession is important for both teams here, and no possession should be taken for granted, as we know the Austin LBJ football team is a great team. They hand the ball off right there, but their ability to score and really, coach, the opportunities that the Hurricanes have had are the opportunities that they've created where the Jaguars have made some sort of mistake, whether it's fumble, bad kick, or those kinds of things. And that's really what has allowed the Hurricanes to really kind of stay in this ballgame. But big plays, Jaguars have had them.
Left the game on the table where they could have put it away on a couple of occasions, but they left it. They left the outcome still on the table.
2nd down and 8 from their own 31. Nice run there by Murray. 1st down.
Coach Riles appears to like that ground game with Murray taking the snaps, wind at his back regardless, keeping it on the ground. And why not when you've got Marquise Murray, the second University of New Mexico commit, running the ball. I'm sure the coaches over at the University of New Mexico hope you're tuning in.
I'm sure they are.
I hope they're tuned in and watching.
2 receivers split to each side here for Murray. He hands the ball off. Another run. Keep the clock running. So Rotimi gets the call, and he'll get maybe 2 yards. And most importantly for the Jaguars is they want that clock to continue to go. The Hurricanes needing a stop, needing yet maybe another turnover if they can. Big number 77 ready to go for the Hurricanes. Gets into the backfield. Murray slows down, goes down. Murray had it, and he just
pulled up lame, Bobby. He
Yeah.
pulled up lame. I'm not sure if that's a ham or a cramp, but no one really brought him down. He came up lame on that. We're going to let the professionals here on the field take care of that. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Back here with 7:47 to go in the fourth quarter. A little scary moment here for the Jaguars as Marquise Murray had it broken down into the lane and came out limping, just went down kind of on his own. But just by observation, the stretching on the field doesn't indicate to be anything serious. But obviously, of course, we don't speculate here. But I think we've seen enough football to know that's probably a cramp.
And we've been out in the heat enough to know that, right?
Cramps happen in the press box as well.
Yeah, I've had one.
High snap, handoff, Rotimi inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line.
So Earls returns to the quarterback spot here to take over from Murray, who's really done a lot of damage in the second half. Earls, again, not wearing gloves on both hands, and he's shown an ability to throw the ball. Winded his back. We'll see if Coach Rawls is going to put the ball in the air with Earls at the QB spot.
Two receivers split three to the right side, and again, a little bit of confusion there. And Earls breaks it. Earls up the middle. One man to beat into the end zone. Touchdown. That is a big touchdown for Austin LBJ.
Boy, option A and option B, Earls was probably chomping at the bit on the sideline over there waiting for the opportunity. He says, Coach, I can run it too, and certainly proved his point there. Faked the handoff. Crease opened up for him, and down the field and in the end zone.
So the cushion they needed comes late in the fourth quarter with 6:59 to go. And the Jaguars waiting for their punting team, or excuse me, their field goal team to get back out on the field. It was a 38-yard run there for Earls. The hold, the kick, up and good.
Doesn't have to be pretty.
Just has to go through the uprights.
That's right.
42-27 our score. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go! It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
We welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex on the campus of Burbank High School in the south side of San Antonio. Austin LBJ gets on the board again. after it was 6 plays, 81 yards. Marquise Earls, the quarterback, goes 38 yards in for the touchdown. On a run, the extra point was good. Here comes the kickoff return. Zachary has room, and he gets across the 35, where the Sam Houston Hurricanes will start trailing 2 touchdowns. 6:52 to go here in this ball game. We've certainly seen some great offense played by the Hurricanes. They are going up against the wind, but this is not insurmountable. They still have an opportunity here to put a drive together, score quickly, maybe get a stop right away, and get the ball right back. So let's see what the Hurricanes do here. They get the football, move, rolling, pass incomplete. So brings up a second down here. The clock will be stopped after the incomplete pass, or incomplete attempt, I should say. Trips to the far side, one receiver to the near side. Youngblood hands it off. Hamilton finds room on the sideline. It's knocked out of bounds, but gets a first down to the 46-yard line. So a new set of downs here. Again, still opportunities here for the Hurricanes as they have a little bit more urgency. But looks like they are going to take a timeout. Actually, the Jaguars will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
We come together as a community, and we're just a big family.
And I like coming to school because if we don't come to school, we can't learn.
Me gusta aprender libros y matemáticas.
Our kids have the technology at their fingertips. They have all the tools that they need, and SAISD adapts to the changing times.
After the Jaguars timeout, the Hurricanes with a new set of downs here. 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Trips to the top of your screen. One receiver to our near side. Play action. Pass. Caught. The middle of the field. Mavion Ross, the receiver, just shy of the first down.
He's clutch. I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Colquitt call that number 4 more than once as they try to make up this 2 touchdown deficit. Another thing I was going to point out here, at this point, 2 touchdowns down, I would say that it's 4 down territory from here to the end of the game.
Yeah, you got to get into the end zone.
You can tell your punter, go ahead and take your kicking shoe off. We're not going to teach you to. Well, maybe for extra points.
Well, their punter is maybe on Ross. So that's how versatile they are here.
Keep your running shoes on.
Yeah. Long wind-up pass, middle of the field, just a little bit too much. Incomplete. Bringing up a 3rd down, but the clock will stop. So the Hurricanes
Jaden Hamilton over here looking to the sideline. I think that he is wanting an opportunity. And, that's a double-edged sword. You'd kind of want the kids to stay within the game, but you got to love a kid that wants an opportunity to make something happen. So we'll see if he convinced Coach Colquitt to call his number.
Split receivers, 2 on each side. Handoff up the middle. There's Hamilton. He won it. He got it. Hamilton sprints to the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, he saw it, and he was calling it. He was calling it before the play. I could see him over here, Coach. He was pleading with Coach Colquitt, and Coach Colquitt trusting him and enough to give him an opportunity. I'm going to tell you what, the next time he asks for the ball, I think Coach Colquitt won't hesitate a second there. What a play after, boy. I'd like to visit with Hamilton and ask him just exactly what he saw there.
Well, I'll tell you what we saw. We saw Hamilton just burst out of the backfield and then somehow join a track meet and win the race.
Oh, man. That was a nice play.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 here.
They got to 50. They were 15 points down, so they got to make at least one of those.
For the 2-point conversion. Up the middle. Inside. Touchdown. The Sam Houston Hurricanes have no quit in them. Oh, there's a penalty flag. Another penalty flag.
Uh-oh. Looks like celebration. Well, let them sort it out. Bobby, I'm going to visit with those watching about Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Medicare made clear. Legacy's made stronger. Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will simplify the Medicare process. That's not an easy thing to do, but she'll do it. Empowering you and your family to confidently choose the right plan for your unique health and financial needs. The Soul Rose mission goes beyond enrollment. They are dedicated to educating and guiding their clients through one of life's most important decisions, helping to protect their health today while preserving the legacy they leave tomorrow. Whether you're newly eligible to Medicare or if you're reassessing your current plan, which I'm going to tell you, as a Medicare client, policyholder himself, you should always be reassessing. Yvette Diaz can help you do that. Yvette Diaz at Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy will be there to help you navigate with clarity, care, and purpose. Also, if you have other needs, you're not ready for Medicare just yet, Yvette can help you with marketplace health care, with dental, with vision, with life insurance. She's an insurance specialist, man. Call her up. She'll guide you through the process.
Well, still lots of discussion, Coach, on the football field. Not sure if there was an actual timeout called in between all of that, just to sort things out. And I, like you, think that perhaps it was maybe a celebration type of penalty, but, one can understand when, you've been struggling to get back into this ball game and then, you get right back in. It was still plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now, I'm not sure if it's onside kick time. However, if the Hurricanes, if this stands here, unless they have to try this again.
Well, it's funny that they're staying there at that end of the field because I thought the flags happened after the play, and if they did, the score would have stood. But there must have been a flag there before the play nullifying the 2-point conversion. The officials and the team staying on that end of the field, that tells me it's got a false start. So all of that nonsense that happened afterwards, that's going to be interesting too because that play didn't actually happen. Got a personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct against the Houston Hurricanes, and let's see, there's still more. There's more to this story. Only the Hurricanes getting called for unsportsmanlike conduct there. So it is a live ball and a dead ball penalty. So both penalties will be assessed. Let me get 2 points off the board there. It's 33-42. This will be, boy, this is a big penalty because it wipes the 2-point play off the board. And
so they're going to attempt the 2-point conversion from here?
Yeah, they've got to. They were 15 points down. They have the option of kicking the extra point here and then going for 2 if they can keep the Jaguars from scoring. They would tie it. But, I don't know that they have a kicker that can kick the extra point from here anyway. So
not very many teams.
Not very many, yeah. Maybe Lanier. We talked about Malenga Vanassi yesterday. I'm not sure if the Hurricanes have one of those.
Young blood has pressure, is going to roll right. Oh, just get rid of the football. So no good on the conversion. It is 42-33, 5:40 to go here.
That's going to complicate things.
Because it's still going to be a 2-score.
It's 9 points. They're down by 9. So still the Hurricanes, despite that touchdown, they're still 2 scores behind. So I was going to say that maybe not time for an onside kick, but with 5 minutes and 40 seconds, still 9 points down, I'd be surprised that the Hurricanes give that ball away without at least an attempt at an onside kick.
5:40 to go in this ball game, and we've seen it pretty much all. We had a 80-yard kickoff return by the Hurricanes in their second possession of the ball game, and we've seen a wonderful running back for Austin LBJ, Murray, who we talked about is already committed to the University of New Mexico.
Earls was having a great game, too. He had a great first half, and then I think that I'm just assuming that Coach Rawls decided to keep it on the ground and went with the running guy and thought that Marquise Murray gave him a little bit more of that. But, Earls on that last possession showed some wheels of his own. So, Earls has had a pretty good game. He pretty much sat out that third quarter, but the first and second quarter and that last play of that last possession, pretty salty.
42-33 our score. And Hurricanes looking to see if they can get this ball right back. They choose to kick it deep, and the ball's on the ground. And smart play there by the Jaguars just to jump on the ball. I believe that's Josiah Covington coming up with the ball. And let's see if the Jaguars still come out in attack mode or they're just want to put the ball on the ground. And
my guess would be keep it on the ground. Incomplete pass is going to stop the clock. I'd say keep it in the ground, keep it between tackles, maybe on the edge, run that clock off. You know that you've got a 2-point, that the Hurricanes are going to need 2 possessions. So if you can knock off a couple of minutes on your 2 possessions, you pretty much negate any chance that the Hurricanes have of closing in. That 2-point conversion, that penalty on that 2-point conversion, it really, really cost them. Oh, but
a high snap, mishandled snap, but Earls, no, that was
Earls.
That was Earls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jaguars have had a pretty good game. I would say that if, 1 point that surely Coach Rawls not telling them anything he doesn't know, but that snap, they're going to have to get that one together to put together a season, a full season. They won't be able to take that flaw with them for the next 9 games.
Second down, handoff up the middle. Rostimi, he'll be brought down at the 25.
Again, right, a run between tackles, running the clock. The Hurricanes with only 2 timeouts left, so that will hurt their opportunities too. The 2-minute warning will come into play as well. But the Hurricanes, again, let me remind you, they're 2 possessions, they're 2 scores away from taking the lead here. So that's a pretty steep hill.
Yeah, it's just a big third down here for the defense. They need to make a stop. If the Jaguars are able to convert here, just gives them more opportunities. They go to the air. Long pass, incomplete. The clock will stop. So that helps out a little bit because that's a 4th down here for the Jaguars. This gives...
So the clock will stop on the incomplete pass, and going for all the marbles there. Of course, you complete that pass, and that is done. The clock stops on the incomplete pass, and the play clock running down, already down to 15. So the umpire visiting with the Jaguars about something with the play clock running down. They don't have much time to line up.
They don't have no urgency either.
I'm not sure they're going to be able to do this. 4 and 3 and 2, and well, they're going to reset that.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
got
did
hit.
he? I'm not sure if he got a
He
piece
did,
of
he
it.
did, he did. He certainly did. I think he deflected that one, and so the Hurricanes with a pretty good field position here at the. They'll start at the Jaguars' 46-yard line. 4 minutes 35 seconds to go. So still a shot. We've we've seen crazier things.
The most important thing, Coach, getting in preparing for games, and you're looking at, and then with the history of the two games that we've done before with these two teams, it was hard to know what to expect here. But I can tell you already that the Sam Houston Hurricanes have put up a pretty good fight here against this LBJ Austin team.
Coaches generally don't like those moral victories, but this has got to be a confidence builder for the Hurricanes. They have played very, hand on the face, and
the crowd asking for a face mask, but the official did not see it. Stops the clock, 4.5 minutes to go.
Official said that he just brushed his face, and I guess, today I learned TIL that the professional rule is not the high school rule, because in the professional ranks, put your hand on a face mask. That is a penalty, and obviously the referee did. He made the sign, said went across his face, and no flag. So,
Youngblood dropping back. He's going to be forced out of the pocket, rolling. Quick pass, caught to Ross. Ross forced out of bounds, just shy of the first down. But the clock will stop because he did get out of bounds.
And that's very important. The little things, I can hear Coach Comelander saying that, the little things. He gets tackled in bounds, the clock runs, he goes out of bounds. He saves the Hurricanes about a good 25, 30 seconds on that clock. Third and short here.
Big third down here for the Hurricanes. Shotgun. Hamilton up the middle, gets the first down, and it will also stop the clock for just a moment.
Just a few seconds here. That used to be a bigger pause, but as soon as the chains are in the area, man, the clock is running, and there it is, counting down from 4:13.
So now, new set of downs from just inside the 34-yard line. Youngblood, right side, has time. Pass in between two defenders, almost intercepted. Pass is incomplete, so it brings up second down. Still plenty of time. Just under 4 minutes here with 3:53 to go. But everything we've seen today is everything you've talked about for Youngblood, Coach. He's just has a really good demeanor out there.
Maturity beyond his years, I'm telling you. I saw that as a sophomore. At his first start, I said, this kid's has a potential to be special. Flags, there was contact, so you got to stop that one, even if it is defensive. And, the Jaguars have been anticipating the count. They've done a pretty good job of anticipating the count, get a running start on that. This Youngblood holding the snap up just a little bit, getting him across, and getting 5 yards out of that without having to move the clock.
Second down, 3:53 to go. Two receivers split to each side. Hamilton gets the call up the middle. He'll be brought down. 2 timeouts still remain here for both teams, actually. And then, of course, as Coach mentioned, you still also get that extra free timeout at the 2-minute mark. 4 wide receivers set with 3 to the left side and 1 to the right side. Youngblood out of the shotgun. They'll give it again on the ground. Hamilton got the first down.
So a new set of downs for the Hurricanes. And I want to remind you that the LBJ Jaguars have won 5 straight district champions. This is a quality opponent for the Hurricanes here in week 1.
I can't remember what the score was the year before last, but I know it was a lopsided victory.
It was a lopsided victory, and it was a little more lopsided even than last year. So last year was an improvement over a couple of years ago. And so the Hurricanes have not, in the last 2 years, they have not been able to run with these guys, with the Jaguars, and this year they certainly have. And again, you know, as a former coach, I understand this. You just don't want to rely on a moral victory. But there's a lot to be excited about watching this Hurricane team. You know, last year, this was under Coach Williams last year, they played, I believe it was Liberty Hill. I watched the playoff game. Tell me, do you remember?
I think it was Liberty Hill.
And it was at Alamo Stadium, and man, they just gave them everything that they could handle. Just in the end, I think the Hurricanes are going to struggle for depth. They've got a lot of kids that are playing two ways, and you're playing a team that doesn't have that disadvantage. It's hard to stay up in a long game.
On the ground again, and this time wrapped up. Hamilton goes nowhere. Good defensive stop there by the Jaguars.
Jaguar just went to the ground. I think the Heat doing its thing here. Timeout on the field. Not sure if the officials are going to ask him to leave the field or not, but he just went to the ground. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 38 seconds. I didn't see anybody call a timeout. The Hurricanes over here by Coach Colquitt. There's still 2 timeouts showing on the clock. And winding it here. 25-second clock is engaged.
Second down and 16. The clock continuing to run. Austin LBJ not quite set. They are now. Youngblood drops back, looking straight down the middle of the field, has some pressure. Now he's taking it upon himself, and he'll slide. The clock will continue to run, but it'll stop at the 2-minute mark.
2-minute mark, exactly. So we've got a 2-minute warning here on the field. It gives us an opportunity to take a short break, and we'll be right back on the other side of this break. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel.
Let's get ready. Grab it, let's go. Come on, Victor. Hold it, go.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light.
So the turnover on downs will now have the Jaguars with the football. They will keep it on the ground and want to keep that clock running as much as they can with the minute and 40 seconds remaining. So speaking about this team, as Coach and I have been talking about this matchup between the Jaguars and the Hurricanes, the previous two matchups between these two teams was a lopsided victory for the Jaguars. And this time, the Hurricanes certainly had their opportunities. Although this is a very experienced team, the Hurricanes are, this is just week one of the new season. Both teams, both district champions of their respective district. The Jaguars, 5 times district champions in the last 5 years. Timeout taken by the Hurricanes, and we'll go ahead and take that timeout with them. So we'll be back in just a quick moment.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor.
Right.
Go, go.
Back here at SAISD Sports Complex. 42-33 our score here in the fourth quarter. We are in the fourth quarter. Sorry about that. We will fix that right now. 2 receivers split to each, or to the right side. 1 receiver to our near side. 49 seconds remaining. 3rd down. Hurricanes, another timeout. Next up for the Sam Houston Hurricanes, I believe it's the Kennedy Rockets, followed by district starting on September the 10th at Brackenridge. Then for Austin LBJ, of course, tonight here in San Antonio. Then they've got La Vega, then head out to Lavernia. And some of the teams that are in their district, Kerrville-Tybee, Fredericksburg, Davenport, Taylor, Austin Travis, Austin Northeast, and Canyon Lake. Last year, Austin LBJ had a record of 9-3. And of course, we talked about last year's meeting between the two. They did beat the Houston Hurricanes 46-13. They did reach the area round at Class 4A Division I playoffs, but lost 34-19 to Bay City. And of course, tonight, their season opener for both Sam Houston and the Jaguars. Hamilton bringing the ball back. And Hamilton, tough to be brought down, but there's still 30 seconds remaining in this ball game. And then the schedule for 2026 for the Hurricanes after Brackenridge, they will be at McCullum, which will be at the Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Then they've got Edison, Lanier, Burbank, Jefferson, then Harlandale, and then Highlands. We make sure that you follow us on all of our social media. That way you'll know what games we have. Of course, we have all games here at SAISD Sports Complex. Young blood being chased out of the pocket, and he'll go down. So the clock will continue to run. I don't believe there's no more timeouts remaining here for Sam Houston. Five seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And we will still pick an offensive and defensive player of the game. That will be featured on our social media. So if you care to find out who the offensive and defensive player of the game are, that is being brought to you by Desi Martinez and Associates. Follow us on our social media. We thank you for joining us. And for my broadcast partner, Coach Robert Villafranca, I am Bobby Mendez. Thank you to all of you for joining us. And a big thank you to our production crew, Isaiah and Sebastian Castro. Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.